I think Ollie, man. I think
Guys, we're live. So welcome guys. So we're gonna be talking about Romelu Lukaku official say about him staying at Inter Milan. So we're gonna be talking about Antonio Conte possibly being the Tottenham Hotspur manager. We're gonna be talking about Jordi Sancho move United or Chelsea. At least we're gonna talk about and Halland too. What's next for Halland? Does he stay Dortmund or does he move? We table the money with Chelsea tabling 150 million for him. With the right move for him or the wrong move. We're gonna discuss that. So how you guys doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. So what about you?
I'm hearing some feedback. I'm hearing some feedback at the back.
For me,
Is it from you?
no, it's not for me.
Sorry,
Oh, okay.
sorry, bro. I was watching. I'm watching the game. Sorry. Let me mute myself.
What game you watching? The under 20. What?
Now, Bolivia versus Venezuela. It's World Cup qualification.
Oh, oh wow. So how you guys doing today? So let me come to Abdul now. Abdul, how you doing?
I'm doing
So
amazing, man.
let's talk about Antonio Conte first, or Tottenham Hotspur. So
Yeah.
apparently he will be the Tottenham Hotspur manager, and he has already told Daniel Levy that they want Harry Kane to stay. They want to be the team around him, and also I'm hearing they're gonna give him a long time contract, like maybe like 4 or 5 years, something to build. So what's your take on Antonio Conte going to Spurs, leaving the Milan that has won the Scudetto and going to the Tottenham Hotspur that finish in the Conference League?
The thing with it is, Abdullah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
is I want you to check the chat first.
Mm-hmm. What do you send in the chat? Oh, thank you.
Is that your first donation?
Yeah, you can send super chat. You can send super chat.
All right, bro. I wanted to be the first super chat,
Thank you.
But the thing is, yeah, I think Conte is gonna do great at Spurs, but it's clear and obvious that he's not going to Spurs because he likes Spurs or
Mhm.
because he's a fan of Spurs. He's going there for money,
Mhm.
And Spurs they're gonna have to pay. They're gonna have to pay. But honestly, from what I've seen, like where he took, did people see where he took Inter from?
Mhm.
Like you know what Inter were in
Mhm.
2018.
Mhm.
Let me see. Yeah, they finished fourth. He took them to second place and then to first place.
Yeah.
So, so the thing, so the thing is, he can improve teams, but he needs backing. The question is going to be: is he going to get back? And I think when you're trying to be logical, yeah, there is no way they're gonna bring in Conte and not back him because it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same
Exactly.
time, it's not a long-term project. It's gonna be 1-2 years because I don't think they can afford to keep him for too long.
You
But
sure about it?
but you gotta think as well, yeah. Conte, he is shit in Europe, and they're in the Conference League, so it's good for him that so he can focus on the league.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when he won you the league? You won
Yeah,
in
I
Europe.
remember.
You won him in Europe. So honestly, I think he will do good at Spurs, man. They have some good players. They just need some better defenders, man. Some defenders and some centre mids. I don't know, man. Reguilon, bro, he's been shit as well. Like, I think they need a new left back, man.
So how many seasons do you think it's gonna stay? 2 or 3 seasons?
It depends on how well he does. Like, we also got to see what is success for him at Spurs and what's success for him because let's be honest, winning the league is unrealistic, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first season, I think success for him is going to be top four and maybe a cup, maybe the Conference League.
Wow.
Let's be honest, like top four would be success for Conte. The first season. If he doesn't get top four first season, I think he'll get sacked, man.
Wow. So now he's gonna be beating the top four instead of winning the trophy. That's gonna be his fate because we know Antonio Conte is a winner. But how do
He's
you
a
live?
winner, but for him, winning in Spurs is going to be getting top four. Let's be honest, because they're not winning the league. They can't compete. Like they're so far behind.
Wait, so are
Bro,
you
and the
telling
thing,
me he's gonna win? He's gonna win the Scudetto in Inter Milan and become a top four team?
yeah, but what the thing is, like, actually in Inter Milan, people say he bought a lot of dead wood, yeah, but he actually spent a lot of money, 70 million on Lukaku, 20 on Eriksen. How much did he get for Hakimi? Like 45, 50 million on Hakimi. Bro, he bought a lot of players. Ashley Young, um, Alexis Sanchez, bro, he was a massive wages. He bought a lot of players to that Inter squad, yo. So the question is going to be whether or not they're going to back him heavily because he needs heavy backing. And is it worth it for top four? You know what I mean? Is all that because I just can't see them winning the league. Can any of you guys see them winning the league during the next 2-3 seasons?
You never write Antonio Conte off in terms of winning the league, though. You can never write him off. Is Antonio Conte is a winner. He's done it before. Every league goes to he wins the league, so you can never write him off. You never know. It's Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
It's Conte. So in terms of Conte, I won't bet on him not winning the league because it's Antonio Conte.
Yeah, 100%.
So top four is gonna be the one they're gonna finish up, or you see them finishing above top four, maybe second or third, maybe challenging.
Can you see them getting second or third, man? Like Liverpool.
If they keep Harry Kane and Son Heung-min, I can see them doing well in the EPL. That's only if they keep those two of them.
I mean, to be fair, yeah, Son and Harry Kane are a better partnership than Martinez and Lukaku, in my opinion. But the thing is, that's not a weak point. Like Spurs, they don't struggle to score goals.
Yeah.
They struggle to keep clean sheets.
And having Conte around them is gonna be huge because we know how good of a manager he is.
Yeah. Do you think Bale is gonna stay? Actually,
Bale has gone back to Madrid. I think he wants to play on that financial team. Who's gonna give them a chance? So it depends on how Antonio Conte figure out the team. But for me, having Antonio Conte in Tottenham Hotspur, for me, that's a winner. That's a winning mentality team. You're gonna install that winning mentality into them. So I can see them challengeable, and that depends on how long can the challenge stay? How long can because then we know that Levy to be a good man. Can Levy just back Antonio Conte for him to give him the player he wants? Because now they're getting is it Patrassi or I don't know his name? That's the sporting director of Juventus, former Juventus sporting director. So
yeah, like if you're bringing those people in, you have to spend money.
You have to spend money, yeah.
You have to spend the money. But the thing is, at the end of the day, Conte, he needs players, man, because I said this about Mourinho here. Mourinho, he didn't get it. Like, the thing Mourinho is, he needs defenders more than he needs attackers, man. And he had good attack, shit defense. And Mourinho, he's never gonna prosper in a team that has good attack, shit defense. Yeah. If he has good defense, shit attack, he can at least make it work. You can't Mourinho can't make it work with a shit defense. Yeah. Bro, Eric Dyer, man. Eric Dyer, how he's still a professional, I will never know. How he's a professional, I will never know. He is horrible, man. So what's the defender that?
Do you think Mourinho and AS Roma can make a title push this season in Serie A?
No, it's too early. It's too early.
Do they have they announced their new manager, I think. Or I should say Inter. They're having Inzaghi. Is that their new manager?
Who?
Inter Milan.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Simone Inzaghi.
There was an interview where Lukaku did with Belgium TV before the Euros. He said he's not coming to Chelsea.
Yeah, we know that.
We're gonna talk about that. So you also round up your talk on Antonio Conte.
Yeah, so for me, if they bring in Antonio Conte and during the next 2 seasons they heavily back him, yeah, and when I'm saying heavily, I mean like 2 to 3 defenders, 2 to 3 good defenders that he wants. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I think we can. I think we can see a really interesting title, not title, but what's it called, league, because we got to think like every team is improving, every team is looking to improve. Because
Mm-hmm.
let's be honest, Abdullahi, the standard of the league the last 2-3 seasons have been shit.
As
Like
dropped, yeah.
when Liverpool won the league, bro, they had won it by January. Like in January, everyone knew they had won the league.
Yeah.
In this season, like in January again, January, February, everyone knew that City had won the league. Like
Yeah.
there's always been just one team running away with it.
So we need a donation there. We need like a domination.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need better competition, man. You need better competition because the competition has been shit. Like teams like United, Chelsea, Liverpool. All right, Liverpool maybe only this season, but those teams like every season for the last 2-3 seasons, they've just been fighting for fourth, man, and it's just not good enough. It's not good enough, man. Like Leicester should never be in the conversation of fourth. Like they should never. The reason why Leicester are around fourth every season is because the other teams have dropped off. You know, don't tell me that Leicester are better than Liverpool or better than Chelsea or better than United. They're not, but they are around the fourth, fifth place because those teams have just been underachieving, man. And Leicester have been.
They have more league titles than Tottenham, though.
But the thing is, yeah, Arsenal and Spurs as well. They need to take that. They need to get it together as well, man, because their drop off has been crazy as well. Like honestly, the Premier League, yeah, it should every season. It should the top six should be the top six, the big six. You know? Oh, it should be because they're the biggest team. They earn the most. They earn the most. They spend the most, bro. But the problem is they don't spend it properly. They don't spend it right. They spend it wrong.
Yeah, you can say that, but coming into the season, there was Everton, and their manager at the start of the season was more decorated than Arsenal manager. Then you have clubs like West Ham.
The squad that
West Ham have a 60,000 seat stadium.
They had no squad depth, bro.
That's true.
Like Everton were never gonna finish top six. They had a good spell, but once they got hit by injuries, bro. They fell apart. They fell apart. And let's be honest, the reason why United also, they finished second this season is because they didn't really have any big injuries. Like notice, like normally Pogba is always out 2-3 months, and they have big injuries. Like this season, who got injured? Pogba 1 month, and that's about it. You know, Maguire at the end of the season. But other than that, United, the reason why they had such a good season, like they finished high in the tables because, to be fair, they were kept relatively fit. Like next season, at the beginning of the season, if they lose Bruno to a 3-month injury, which could happen, if Pogba leaves because he wants to leave, obviously, like, bro, they can finish fifth or sixth. So you never know. But like the big teams, they just gotta improve because the standard of the league has been horrible, man. Like people don't speak about this, but you do know City, they've won the league 3 out of the last 4 years, man.
Yeah.
It's beginning to become like Serie A, you know?
No. Can't
What
say
no?
that.
Why not?
This league, like the top, like it's for the past few seasons, it's just been Manchester City and Liverpool. But this season, coming into this season, is going to be very, very tight. And the Premier League, the thing about it is,
wait. What makes you think
upsets.
that? What makes you think that?
Because Chelsea are coming back. Chelsea can say what's up.
People were saying the same thing about Chelsea last season.
No, not with Frank Lampard.
Yes, they were.
Transfer
Yes, they were, bro.
No, but
the thing with Chelsea is, Chelsea don't get fooled by their Champions League win. Chelsea will not prosper in the league because they still struggle against low blocks.
Every team struggles against low block,
especially Chelsea.
Man City struggle against low block too. But the thing
is, but Chelsea, City know how to break them down, bro.
The thing is that the Premier League will always still be entertaining. That's one thing I think the other leagues don't have as much, because at the end, the Premier League's the top 6 clubs that whenever they face each other, you get excited.
Anything can happen.
In Spain, you don't have that. It's only 2 clubs when they face each other. Atletico Madrid maybe do that, but the rest, no one really cares apart from Barcelona fans. when Barcelona play Granada
But
or these
we're
other
not
clubs.
talking about excitement, bro. Like, we're not talking about excitement. That was
But
never
how?
my point, bro.
Okay, so if you want to bring up quality, two English
I'm
teams
not
made the
talking
final,
about
and
quality. I'm
a third
saying
one made another
I'm
European
saying the
final.
competition, bro. I'm saying the last 3-4 seasons, yeah, it's been a 2-horse race every season.
We just need someone that will we just need someone that will challenge those two of them.
Yeah, but
I'll
the
make
thing
a
is,
point.
like, be honest. Since 2017, yeah, you've known who's gonna win the league by January, February, right?
Mm-hmm. Antonio Conte coming now will make the league more interesting because he's a serial winner. He is a winner.
But a serial winner going to a team that's serial butlers, like, bro, this guy's gonna be an interesting combination, bro. A serial winner.
It depends if
serial
Daniel
butler.
Levy is gonna trust Antonio Conte. It's all about giving him money and giving the player he wants. If that happens, then we need to be very, very worried about the Tottenham Sporting.
But actually, I won't
I
even
want to
like.
actually also talk
No,
about, bro, for
cares?
Chelsea,
Who
you
really
know.
cares about the whole um it should be until the last day? I actually don't care about it because next season it could be Man United and Chelsea. It could be Man United and Liverpool. But at the end,
No,
it doesn't really
yeah, but it hasn't
it
been
doesn't
that for
really
the last 4 years,
matter.
man.
It doesn't really matter if it's a because the thing you can say is maybe it should change a little bit with Man City maybe winning it every year, but at the end it always does that. Like it's not the first time. United won three in a row before. Like even Man City couldn't do that. So it's
Yeah,
not
but Sam,
really
the
it's
thing
not
is, yeah,
something that hasn't
but
happened
but
before.
Sam, you can see City winning it the next 3 years as well, bro.
No,
No,
you can see that. It's possible, but there are other teams that are coming up. I can't see that.
You can't see that.
No, I think the Premier League and the money involved, other teams won't allow that.
I don't know, man. I don't
Other
know.
teams won't allow that. Chelsea won't allow that. Man United, I know people were saying that this, that. Oli has one more year. Let's be real. If he does what he did this year, next year he's gone. There's nothing. He's not gonna save his job if he doesn't actually compete. So United will for sure come back. Liverpool are still there. So even Leicester, man, you never know with Leicester. They could do something.
Even Tottenham won't
I
quit.
think you're being too
Even
optimistic, man.
Tottenham. No. I think you're being pessimistic because you're a Barcelona fan
and
and you have the
even
whole
if you
English
remember
agenda.
when this season started, it wasn't right. Well, because of the COVID, that came back at a weird time, but it wasn't right away. At the beginning, right
Do you
before
know why?
7-2.
Do you know
Abdullah, I
why?
remember when there was 7-2, and you said
Guys,
Liverpool was not
they
going to
drop
win.
off. They
Yeah,
drop
But
off.
do you know
up
why,
to
bro?
then,
Do
Liverpool looked
do
like
you
a
know
good
why we
team.
didn't know who's gonna win it? It's
Then
because
for like a week, for
Ruben
like
Diaz
three
came in
weeks,
in
it was
October.
Manchester United, and then Man City started coming back, and then
You know
after a
why?
month,
You
they
know
were
why?
so far ahead.
You know why?
Then we decided, yeah, it's probably going to be them. We're going to win,
Yes,
but
because
it
Ruben
wasn't a
Diaz came
blowout from the
in
start,
October, bro.
like
No,
it
but
was
let's be real.
in
Which other
Bundesliga.
league did any team have like that winning run of Man City's? Most of the time, if you have the winning run Man City had, you win the league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Bundesliga.
our leagues
But
didn't allow a team to go on a 20 win, bro. 20
bro,
win.
with that logic, yeah, Uber Eats is more competitive than Premier League because it
No,
went
that's the
down to the
logic.
wire
It
on the
was
last day.
last season, bro.
It
Tell
is.
me which league was more entertaining, Uber Eats or Premier League? Bro?
Premier League, bro, top four battle.
They
No,
don't.
it
They
Went
don't
to
wasn't.
the
For
last
you,
day,
it
bro, the
was.
last minute, the
No,
last
let's
day,
be
pretty much.
real.
For me,
Even
who's
the
a
El
neutral, yeah.
Clasico
For
was
me,
a
who's a
little bit tied
neutral.
down.
For
The
me,
whole
who's
El
a neutral.
Clasico
I
thing
don't
has
support
died
any team in the Prem. I don't support any team in the French league. I was watching the French league because there was a title race, bro. Something that has
Okay. So let's end it right here. Going into next season, who do you think is gonna have a better chance of holding their title? Lille, Lily, or Manchester City?
Manchester City.
So then the league, Uber Eats, that was like once in a blue moon. It's never gonna happen again. It's gonna go back to 10-year dominance from
Yeah,
PSG.
yeah, but
So
I'm not
No,
scratch
praising. I'm
that.
not
This just
praising.
it's a 1 year. It's a one-time thing. Leicester
Yeah,
City
yeah,
have a better
when
chance of winning
when
again than Lille do. This was like
yeah,
this never gonna happen again probably, and most of the fans their lifetime. So
yeah.
that league is nothing compared to Prem.
I
But
know,
going into the
but
next season, yeah,
the
going
thing
into
is,
the next season.
I'm not criticizing the Prem, bro. I'm just saying, like, bro, be careful that it doesn't turn into a Serie A where the same team wins every year. Because I personally can't see. Because you are Chelsea fans, I don't know who you support, Abdulrahman. But the thing is, I can see City and Liverpool dominate the league for the next 10 years, bro.
No, it's not possible.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
can
Did you
no,
see
see what
that,
no,
City?
no.
Did you see what City's
but
home came out and said?
See, I saw it. I saw it. It doesn't matter. No matter no matter the player they brought on. See, it doesn't matter. See, if Man City want to spend, Chelsea too can. Chelsea have money to spend. United have money to spend. So every
Um,
club have money to spend.
can I make a point on this real quick? Can I make a point
Yeah,
with
yeah.
this?
Mm-hmm.
Abdul, for example, your greatest manager of all time, Lep Guardiola, even him, he said it himself too. He said the Premier League, like the country, just the country in general, England, it's literally the only country where you can't really say a team's gonna dominate like Alex Ferguson did it because he said he remember because I remember him in the interview against Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand was like, "So, do you think you're gonna be able to dominate the Prem now since you win it again for the third time before?" He's like, "No." He said, with this country, it's so unpredictable because he said when Liverpool won it last season, everybody thought Liverpool was just gonna dominate or win it back to back at least. Then they struggled to make top four this season. Let's keep it real. Because in the Prem, right? I don't think it, I don't think you can right now, and especially in this era, because Chelsea's spending money and Chelsea Football Club they actually care about winning trophies. If City was like the only powerhouse where they only had one other team to compete with, okay, but say what you want to say about United, they're still gonna spend money. I don't think they're gonna win the Prem, but they're still gonna spend money. And Liverpool are still there, and you have Liverpool, you have Chelsea, and you have City, and like say what you want to say about Tottenham and Arsenal. I don't think they are, but they're gonna be a challenge there because in the Prem you just can't do it
Oh,
because
yeah.
there's so much money involved in the
Why
Prem,
you smoking, man? Why you smoking?
bro. There's
Wilton,
so much.
No, see,
Wilton,
this is not even the first day. Abdullah
Wilton,
has been saying this a long time ago that,
yo,
oh, the
Wilton.
and
Prem
this is
is
another
this, the
thing that you
Prem is
guys have
that.
to remember. Yeah,
I've
put
noticed
yourself
him
into
saying
the
it a
shoes
lot.
of like a German league fan or what do they call it? League One, Uber Eats or La Liga. The problem I have with these leagues, yeah, if you're like Juventus, well, let me not mention Serie A because Serie A actually, believe it or not, Serie A is a bit more competitive. Serie A is the closest thing in Europe to a Premier League, believe it or not, because there's a lot of upsets. But in Uber Eats, yeah, if you're PSG and you go to a 10th place team.
Bro, don't compare the Prem to Uber
No,
Eats.
listen, let me just break it down. No, that's what you're doing. You're saying the
No,
Prem is what?
I'm not. I'm just saying. Last season, I found myself as a neutral, yeah, watching the French league more than the Premier League.
It's all
That's
But
all I'm
preference.
that's
It's all
saying.
only you, though.
preference.
But you know you
Okay, then
can't
just
base
say that. Say
everything
that's
on
what
Wait,
you
wait,
prefer,
Prem.
but
wait.
you can't say that
That's
it's
based on
more
you,
competitive or anything like
because
that.
I'll tell you
Objectively
something.
speaking.
Even the
Wait,
top
but
four race
wait.
in the Premier League sometimes is more exciting than me watching Uber
Exactly,
Eats.
and the relegation,
So,
yeah, and then
I,
and
I-
then and
No,
then
that,
so I
League
bro.
think
Two,
The reason
League
you
Two in
find
you
it
England
can
is
more
so
exciting,
competitive.
the reason why you find it more exciting is because you were amongst it. Your team was amongst the top four race,
no,
bro. But don't
but
tell me that don't tell me Lyon fans that were fighting for fourth found the fourth place race in England more interesting than the fourth place race in France, bro. That's subjective. But what I'm saying is when you're looking at the league winners the last 3 years and who competed, bro, it's been City or Liverpool by a landslide, man. Landslide.
No,
No one's
no,
been
no,
close.
but you said it's gonna be Serie A. Serie A, Juve did nine in a row. I don't think that's not even in La Liga. That's not. I don't think Real Madrid or Barca ever gonna do nine in a
No, no,
row
no, no.
the way
But I'm just
Juve did.
saying, if City they
But
get a Harry
it's still
Kane
competitive
or a
though
Holland,
because
bro, the league is done. It's
No,
finished. Like
no, but
no. The
Wilton,
reason it's still competitive to me, like I
Wilton,
don't give
how
a
can it
damn
be
how many.
competitive when a team wins it by 30 points, bro?
I
What
What's
do
think
you
the
I
mean,
think
bro?
Abdul
competitive thing,
Abdul
bro?
Abdul is
Because
this
they
is
lost to
his
Brighton on the
yeah.
second
No, no,
last
no,
game of the
no, it's not
season.
even that. The thing with is Abdul is this is his perspective. This is how he thinks. But I don't think it's a general thing with everyone. That's how you feel.
Yeah, yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you have
wait,
a point.
but back to Wilton's point about La Liga. I mean, almost every season it's Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid like battling for it, and about Premier League how the Sir Alex Ferguson era. Yeah, back then it used to be like
Arsenal
Chelsea and
and
Man
United,
United
yeah.
battling for it year in and year out.
Before that,
But
Arsenal and United.
yeah, and then like but nowadays you got now you got City and Liverpool fighting for it now, and then come soon it's yeah probably Chelsea will be in there Yeah.
And I think we Chelsea fans should calm down with this Champions League that we're
Yeah,
calling ourselves.
you should, because I
I
don't
do
see you
feel we
guys.
should calm
I
down
don't see,
first of
but
all. We should
I don't
enjoy.
see you
No,
guys
we should
challenging
enjoy the
for it.
Champions League, but we
Yeah.
still have a points to prove in the league, which is 38 games. That I think there's still a pro.
It's not
Tuchel
just
needs
that,
to
Sam,
prove
bro. It's
Yeah,
not
I
that.
mean,
It's just
I'm
not that.
happy
It's also
Chelsea.
that the
I'm
teams you
happy
face in
Chelsea
the
won the
Prem, bro, they
Champions
play
League, but I'm
differently. You
not
know.
getting too
Hey,
carried
hey,
away.
Abdullah, man, you guys
Oh,
own me, man. I'm a hero. I was defending your club's honor on Twitter the other day.
yeah.
But Abdul, don't
That's
you think the
crazy. How
gap
much you
has
defended
Zero
them,
is a
bro?
Abdul?
cool guy, man.
Don't you think the gap had even like for example, right? When City won it back to back,
Yeah,
it wasn't by a landslide. Liverpool pushed them all the way to the last day of the season. They
yeah,
won it literally on the last. It was still a
Yeah.
competitive title
yeah,
race.
yeah.
This season, I like City won it. I think the whole reason why City won it because of their squad depth, because who they have, and especially with a congested season. And we saw what happened with Liverpool because right before Christmas, Liverpool were in first place
But
and
that's not true,
they
Milton.
just
That's
crumble.
not true.
But it's true though because
It's true.
No,
So
Chelsea
because
no,
when
no,
Chelsea
the
have
no.
great
Man
no,
squad
City,
no,
depth as
because
well.
when the season started, Liverpool beat everybody. They
Chelsea
didn't
have
they
great
didn't lose to
squad
none of
depth
the
as
big six
well.
clubs. They beat
Did you hear
everybody.
me? Chelsea
What?
has almost the same squad depth.
Yeah, but they had
As
Lampard as a
City.
manager. They
No,
had
you know
Lampard as
what?
a
Please,
manager.
you know
Yeah,
what the difference is
exactly.
between City and Chelsea. The
But they
difference
had
is
Lampard as a
City
manager though.
know how to break down a low block.
Yeah, but again, they
Chelsea
had
don't.
Lampard as a
No, but
manager.
Tuchel can't either, bro.
Abdul. The
Look what he
point
did
that
against
you
He just
Aston
won a
Villa.
Champions League. He just
The-
beat Pep Guardiola, the guy that won the Premier
He
League in
didn't
the
have to break
final.
him down. He
You
didn't have
talking
to
about
No,
break him
no,
down.
no, Abdul. But why do you say that though? Because if you look
Abdul.
at you know what, Abdullah, I would if you could bring out Tuchel's the matches he played, he
record.
lost.
Okay.
Yeah, his record. He lost
Let me
2 games,
see.
2 or 3
No,
games in the Premier League. It
he
wasn't
lost
more
to
than three.
Leicester. He lost to West Brom. He lost to Aston Villa. Who else did he lose to?
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
bro. And you know what?
Also in the
You know what?
Champions
You know
League.
what the tendency
Those
is
are
in
the
those four
three.
losses.
No,
What's
no,
what's
no.
the
But
freaking?
wait. I'm trying to put a point here. He lost to 3 clubs. The Arsenal game,
That was a
that
fluke.
game, that was a fluke. Let's be real.
It wasn't.
The West Brom game. No. Just let me explain. The West Brom. I'm not saying we destroy low block the way Man City do, but I think we can beat them.
Mm.
I think Chelsea can beat them. I'm not saying we don't create multiple chances, but you need one goal to win a game,
You need
That's
especially
to
if you have the
that's true.
exactly.
quality.
That's
We're
true.
not clinical enough.
That's
We have
true.
the
I
creativity.
think you
So
struggle, but you have the quality to win. You
we have
know.
they have the quality to do that. The only thing I'll say that I'll agree with you is that next season Tuchel will have more games. So this ratio I'm bringing up right now is going to be there'll be more games. So it might show up, and you might be right about that. I'm not 100% saying that the club cannot do it, but at the end, it's even Man City had problems too with low block. It's not every time. Man City were lucky with that run. That run basically won them the league, and Liverpool, as Vilton said, they dropped off. Injuries destroyed them. If not Liverpool,
Yeah, exactly.
people forget the match that Liverpool scored 6 against Crystal Palace.
Yeah, and the funny thing too, they
Seven,
did
seven, seven,
everything right.
seven.
They didn't drop any points against none of the big six. They beat Tottenham, they beat Chelsea, they beat Arsenal too, I think. They beat Arsenal.
Yeah,
They
they
beat
No,
did.
Arsenal.
They
at
didn't beat
home and
Man
away.
City at all. They didn't beat
No,
Man
they
City
drew
at
with
all.
Man City.
They
We see
drew
that
though.
game,
Yeah,
right?
and then they
When they
lost the
when,
the
yeah, when
the
they drew 1-1 against City at Etihad, I was like, okay, Liverpool is gonna win the Premier League now because I thought that game was a
That
must-win game.
Liverpool Chelsea win was a bit questionable.
No, but they
Christensen
still
got
won
sent
it.
off.
No, I'm not going into detail. All I'm saying, like,
I think Liverpool were basically fraudulent from the start of the season. If I'm being perfectly honest, like
no, all I'm saying, if we're going based before all the injury, they were on course to win the Premier League. Then
I
the
wouldn't say
injury
that.
just
I wouldn't
happened
say that. I wouldn't say that. I
Yeah,
would
I
because
not.
think
they
They
didn't
were
if
drop
if
double.
you
They
try
were
they didn't
I
double
drop
wouldn't say
points
that.
digits.
against none
no,
of the
but
big six teams.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Their actual play didn't. They weren't playing well. They're picking up points, but they actually weren't playing well
but
at the
that's what
start of the
matters
season.
at the end though, because Henderson was there. Then
But
Henderson
you
got
could say the
injured.
same thing about City. City were ass at the beginning of the season.
No, City
nah,
weren't
nah,
good
nah.
defensively, but
Vilton,
once they got
I
Ruben
wouldn't say
Diaz,
City were clutch
once they
at the
got
beginning
Ruben
of the
Diaz,
season.
it looked like they
They
were
were just
fine.
a little bit iffy, rocky.
And what's it called? They had a was it a quarterfinal or semi-final? No, they had a quarterfinal against Lyon. City and United both had extended seasons and came back early-ish, so that's why they had a slow start to the season with both clubs. in my opinion.
Yeah, they came back like the second match.
So do you think City's gonna win the Prem next season?
Hey, I don't know. I'm not gonna do any predictions. I'll wait till the end of summer.
No, but they are
Yeah, I
favorites
ain't
for
doing.
sure,
Yeah,
just
we ain't
because they
doing
won
no
it
early
last year.
predictions like
I
that.
think they
No.
do. They get
Arsenal
automatic
could win the league.
favorites.
Arsenal could win the league.
No. Arsenal. and
Guys,
Liverpool.
that's a shout because they're not in Europe. They play one game a week,
Yeah, Arsenal could win the league.
Arsenal
Huh?
need a huge rebuild if they want to challenge.
and that's gonna be less ranting from troops.
Oh, I love.
So maybe they can focus.
Anyways, Wilton. Back to your point about the whole Liverpool such and such and Chelsea having Lampard. Look, we all knew how crazy last season was, and let's be honest, if Chelsea if Chelsea were to run away with that league, this past season, 2020-2021, Lampard wouldn't have been the manager. Let's be real.
Yeah, you at the end though.
Because you had Man United not being at their best, City not being at their best, Liverpool, getting to having injuries such and such, Arsenal at the worst, Spurs a bit iffy down there. So I'm telling you, if Chelsea were to run away with that league, Lampard wouldn't have been the manager. Simple.
Well, I don't really understand though what you mean by that. It's a little bit confusing in a way.
No,
But you're
because
saying
you know
if
how
Chelsea
crazy
won the
last
league,
season was. You
it
know how
wouldn't be with
crazy.
Lampard. I don't really get it.
Yeah, I don't get what you're saying. You say if Chelsea were to win the Prem, they wouldn't fire Lampard, or
Or
you
they would have
They wouldn't
fired
have had
him. Or...
Lampard at the start of the season.
Okay.
No, I think the reason why you guys kept Lampard because he made top four with that unexperienced squad, right? The transfer ban Chelsea
And no money
squad,
spent. Yeah.
100%.
and with no
100,
money.
and he
spent,
lost
so-
to the Champions League winners.
Wilton.
He went to the
Lampard,
He had
FA
the
Cup.
backing of some fans. It was,
Wilton, but let's be real.
No,
No,
he had
this
every
last
right to
season
be there.
wasn't.
He had every right to be
He
there at
had
the
every
start of
right
the
to
season.
be there.
Come on, now.
Wilton,
He had every right to be there.
I disagree, but remove.
No,
he's
he had every
straight
right
to
to
Like,
the
be
we know
top
you have
four.
the Lampard
No, he
agenda.
had every.
Anytime we
No,
talk
no,
about
no.
Lampard here,
No,
after
no,
that
guys,
last season,
Abdullahi.
let's
guys.
change
As much
the
as you, no,
comments.
no,
Can we be
Abdullahi.
real?
As much as he was a
Can we be
rookie,
real?
he had every right to be there at the start of the season based on him getting top four.
No,
Based on
but,
that alone, he had every
but
right to be there.
the thing is, can we be real? Lampard was not like the
And there was nobody
main
available.
reason why Chelsea got top four.
You can say that,
season,
but
with the
you can
transfer
say that,
ban.
but Chelsea were
No,
there.
who
You can
was
say
the
that, but
reason?
Chelsea
It
were
was-
there.
No, who was the
No,
reason?
because my thing, I feel like the reason why Chelsea managed to get top four was because Christian Pulisic and Olivier Giroud and the other teams like behind Chelsea weren't really
No, people should
good
stop this
or at their
stuff. No,
best.
but wait, people should stop. This is the same thing they do with Zidane. That Zidane has good players, so whenever they do well, it's not Zidane, it's the players. Or
Yeah, yeah.
like people should stop that stuff.
Yeah, man. You
But
gotta give
when
credit
they're
where
bad,
it's due.
when
Exactly.
they're bad, you call the manager and say, "Oh, it's his fault. He's the reason why they suck."
Yeah, when they good, it's the
bro,
players.
Chelsea this season is a perfect case study as to the effects that a manager can have on a group of players. It's the same thing that happened when we tanked. I think was it Mourinho?
Yeah,
And the next
Mourinho-
season, Conte, we win
Mourinho,
the
so
league with
Conte,
those same
we
set
won
of
the
players.
league. Yeah, and
Right?
then we go.
So
And then we go fifth.
that shows you that clearly the issue at Chelsea wasn't even the money, was none of that. It was just Lampard.
That's
Yeah.
the bottom
Can't
line.
blame it on
all
him.
we- all
Just
I'm
like how
saying,
at
like-
Manchester United,
no,
yeah.
no.
If Manchester United sacked their manager that
Are we
all their
saying that?
fans
No,
hate,
all I'm saying, like Chelsea, like I know, like Chelsea fans, there's certain Chelsea, they hate Lampard for what he was doing, but all I'm saying that season before, you gotta give him credit. It was what his
Exactly.
first.
Exactly.
It was his. He
exactly.
didn't have that much experience, so you gotta
Did his
give him
job.
credit for
And even
making
the
top
style
four.
of football for novice players, they
Yeah,
were playing
just
well.
just making top four with that squad, I think that's a pretty impressive. Yes,
They
I
were
know top
leaking
four is not
goals,
a trophy.
and even people forget he didn't have Kante. He had like
Yeah,
20%.
like top four. I know top
We have
four.
Rudiger.
You
Rudiger
that
guys are
was
not
same squad won the
Chelsea.
Champions
Chelsea
League.
are not
So
Arsenal.
don't get
No,
me
that's
wrong.
not. That was not the same
I
squad,
don't
bro.
hate-
Come on,
That
bro.
was Havertz was here. Havertz, Ziyech, Werner, what went there last year?
Yeah,
Were they?
come on, bro. That was not the same
What-
squad.
were they?
Werner
No, not
wasn't there.
last season. I'm talking about this season.
Yeah, this season. Yeah, this
that
season
led
you
to
had to
his
fire Lampard.
sacking.
Oh,
But I'm
okay,
talking
yeah.
about last season. I'm talking about
Yeah.
last season. You got to give Lampard credit for that. He
Oh,
made
okay.
he got you to the Champions League and stuff like that.
Let's move.
Yeah,
Let's
you
move.
can.
Let's move.
At the end, he
Alright,
deserves
let's
to be
move.
sacked,
Lost
but
Yeah, he
to
deserves
So,
Arsenal.
Vilton, give me a take on Antonio Conte and Tottenham Hotspur.
Antonio Conte to Spurs. I'm gonna say this, bro. If Antonio Conte wins the Europa League or the whatever it's called, the Conference League, or somehow maybe the next 2-3 seasons he wins the Premier League, bro, Antonio Conte, he's top 3 greatest manager of all time, bro.
Whoa.
If he does this with,
Chill.
bro, if he wins a trophy with Tottenham, bro,
Nah, but
Tottenham.
it can't just be any trophy.
No, that's why I specifically said if it's a
Okay.
Europa League or if it's the Premier League, he has to be considered as a horseman, as a manager.
Nah, even the Europa League.
No,
man.
Europa. No, not Europa. Not Europa.
Bro,
I'll give him the Prem. But
When
Europa,
Daniel
no.
When Daniel Levy backed him, that's what the
No,
problem
no,
is.
I think
Not
guys,
Europa.
I totally agree with Wilton. If he wins the Europa League,
the Euro,
give
just
him
the
that.
Europa League,
Greatest 3 managers of all time.
Nah, Tottenham is good
No,
enough to win.
because
No, I didn't say
Tottenham.
the greatest of all time.
Sam.
I say he has a shout to be in the top 3
No,
greatest
but-
manager of
No,
all
no,
time,
no,
bro.
no. He'll
Tottenham
just be a
are
very
superior
elite
bottom.
manager.
Bro, MK, bro, when was the last time Spurs won a trophy,
Number
bro?
two.
It was League Cup
2008.
2008. Yeah, League Cup 2008.
Milton,
That
let me
was
ask
the
you a
League
question.
Cup
Wait, Milton,
against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Milton, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is Claudio Ranieri in your top 3 all time?
Claudio Ranieri?
Yeah,
No,
but he won the title with Leicester.
no.
I'm saying, bro, he won the title with Leicester though.
That's a good point too, though.
That's a good point. That's a good
That's a
point.
really
Yeah,
good.
but Conte has more on his resume, but I still get
And-
it. Yeah, that's the point.
Wait,
Yeah.
what are y'all talking about?
We
Antonio
tryna-
Conte
but
to
Conte,
Tottenham Hotspur.
but Conte
Oh, my guy
going
Tosin.
But I think he's
What
just
up?
going there for a paycheck, to be honest with you, Abdullah. Because
Yeah, because based on the report, is Tottenham want to give him a long
Like-
contract and make sure that he builds a team around that.
They want to give him the keys. Okay,
Yeah,
dude.
Tosin.
Honestly, I'm saying it right now. The best coach in the world, Antonio motherfucking Conte, man. That man is the truth.
he's the
That
best
man is the
league.
truth.
He lead.
Okay,
why-
league.
what
Okay,
happened to
maybe
the
in the
Champions
league.
League?
Maybe just in the
League.
league.
Yeah,
But
say
that
that.
man is special. That man is special.
Wait,
League.
Tosin,
Wilton,
you on
Wilton.
Discord?
Wait, what?
You on Discord, Tosin?
I think so. I haven't logged in a while.
Oh man, yeah. Cause
Wait, guys,
Never
guys.
mind.
But yeah, my
I don't really know if Antonio Conte will win a trophy at Tottenham Hotspur, because remember when Mourinho was brought into Spurs, I'm pretty sure he was brought into Spurs to compete for and win titles, and unfortunately that didn't happen. And
No, that
it
wasn't
was
why they
extremely-
brought in Mourinho. They brought Mourinho on the back of sacking Pochettino. It was top 4 and a trophy of any kind just to solidify Tottenham. And
the
he knew
thing
coming
is-
in that he wasn't going to get paid. So get
and the
that
thing is,
straight.
He was
Same thing for
giving
Conte.
good players.
He's not going to get back.
No, but the thing is,
Nah, but we'll see.
Mourinho
We'll
was-
see what Conte does.
Yeah. I think
The thing
sometimes
is-
we get ahead.
but he hasn't signed yet. So but if he does go to Tottenham, Abdullah, like you asked me earlier, I
but
think he
no,
just
You know,
I think-
Demarcio reported that Conte said that he doesn't see Tottenham as a team that's with the elite yet, that they need to put in a lot of investment. So if Levy listens to Conte,
Tosin, what do
Conte
mean?
gonna give you
That's a Super
success.
League
He
team.
gonna give you success. It's just that
That's
simple.
That's a Super League team. What do you mean they're not part of the league?
I mean, they're not. They're not.
I'm
No, but
You know how they're part of
yeah,
the
but
league,
but
because they
but
built
as for
the stadium.
Conte
That's
is
the
very
only
good
reason why
manager.
I actually put them
League
there.
merchant Abdullah. He's a league merchant.
No,
If
but
you want to win a
What
league,
is a league? What is a league merchant, man? What does that even mean? Like, listen to yourself.
Come on, league.
You
I'm
mean when it
right,
comes to the
literally,
Champions
bro.
League.
If you want to win the league, if you're tired of seeing a team keep on winning league, you just get Conte and you say, bro, I'm gonna back you. I'm gonna get you any player that you want. If you want a league
let me ask
merchant,
this question. Let me ask this question.
This guy's a league merchant.
Does Antonio Conte come in and does he make Harry Kane and Song mistakes?
no. If I'm Harry Kane, I still
You
leave
never know. Yeah.
because like Tosin is saying, like they have to invest a lot of money. And Harry Kane right now, you got 27, 28. You need to go to a club where you could guarantee trophy, where you gonna guarantee
But
trophy.
Antonio Conte is a
for
winner.
trophy
He
every-
will win the
Yeah,
trophy.
but Abdullah, I don't
No,
think he's
but
gonna win the
Abdullah,
Prem. I don't think he's gonna win the Prem with Spurs in the next 3 years,
Abdullah.
especially when you still have Pep, like Tuchel and like Klopp in the Prem. I don't think
Abdullah,
Tottenham gonna win the Prem anytime soon. So if I'm Harry Kane, I'll still leave. I'll go to a city or a team that would guarantee me trophy or even PSG. Like,
Abdullah.
but as for Conte, he's a league merchant. He's a very good manager, league merchant, super manager in league format. But again, he's a flop in European competition. That's why they want him at Real Madrid. But if you want to win a league, get Conte, bro. League merchant, super manager. But maybe I'm wrong, but I do think he's just going to Spurs for a paycheck. To be honest with you, I don't know. But again, he's a winner, so I might be wrong. He's a winner. He's not a loser that just followed money. He's won trophy everywhere he's been. Won a prem at Chelsea's first season. Ended the Juve 9 in a row. I wanted the 10 in a row for my narrative, but it didn't happen. It is what Bayern's gonna do it for me. See, to this one, I'd be like, Dortmund should have hired Conte, bro. If Dortmund were ambitious, they would have hired Conte, and Conte would have stopped Bayern from winning the Bundesliga, but they didn't.
I have a question for you, bro.
But I respect Conte though, bro.
Listen, I have a serious question. This is no banter. But guys, with Tottenham, like they're in the news, they were in a final, they've got better players, reportedly with this world-class manager. Guys, what's a bigger club? Spurs or Arsenal?
Arsenal, man.
Arsenal. That's not even close. That's not even close.
Arsenal are like, aren't they fighting tooth and nail to get some guy from League Two in France?
They're still bigger.
Yeah, but you're asking a bigger club. Okay, who's a bigger club to you? AC Milan or Manchester City?
AC Milan.
Bigger club, AC Milan. But see, I'm talking about team like being attractive, like the younger generation who they'd rather support.
Exactly, the younger generation
more relevant.
At the moment, the younger generation rather plays for City right now than AC Milan at the moment.
You never know that. You don't know that. You don't know
You
that.
have to say relevant,
bro.
Let's be
If
real,
I'm an Italian kid playing for Sassuolo,
no, that's
or
different. I'm
something,
talking about in general around the globe.
I'm playing for Milan.
No, I'm not just talking about Italy, around in general. You're telling me if City and Pep come and talk to you,
if I'm a baller at Brasileiro right now, I'm balling at Brasileiro, and Milan or City have interest in me, I'm gonna go to the Italian. I'm gonna go to the Italian weather, bro. I ain't going to no Manchester G. I ain't going to no Manchester G. I ain't going to no Manchester G.
You would sign that thing.
You're lying to yourself, bro.
Bro, I can't take a club that has Arteta as a manager.
Like you're lying to yourself.
Their fans pay the most. They pay the most.
Like you telling me
tickets and in the stadium.
And AC come at you right now, bro. They say we better compete for the Champions. You telling me you're gonna sign with AC Milan, bro?
I'm joining Milan because I will never ever join City. That's Brian's own agenda.
No, just take the United bias out of it.
I'm coming from Brasileiro. I want play time. I want playing time. I'm not trying to go. Bro, it's true.
That's true.
That's true. But I'm saying, let's say you're a generational talent right now. You're gonna you guarantee in the starting 11 in AC or City right now at the moment. I'm not talking about their history, just right now.
He's gonna sign.
You're telling me you're gonna sign with AC over Man City right now?
I can't go to Manchester. The weather too bad.
Guys. In some ways, I understand a little bit of what Tosin said in terms of Man City because Pep Guardiola, we know Pep Guardiola very well. If it doesn't like it, as a young player,
but that's why I said generational talent. That's why I said you're gonna start. You're gonna start.
If Guardiola calls you,
up, then you're going.
Yeah, Abdullah. If Pep Guardiola tells you you're a generational talent, Abdullah, he calls you on the phone and says, you're gonna start for me. You're gonna be my best player. I'm gonna build the team around you. You're gonna say no, and you're gonna go to AC Milan and play.
I have to have the assurance of Pep that it's gonna be playing.
Abdullah, do you want to play? Abdullah, do you want to play midfield for Nigeria?
Then why did Pep ruin? Why did he ruin Götze? Why did he ruin? Why did he ruin all these talents that were coming up? Like all these talents.
Who's the manager for Milan right now?
I'm looking at all these dudes. Bernardo. I'm looking at Gabriel Jesus when he came from Palmeiras. Bro, all these dudes, they've just become road runners at City. And it's just,
I wouldn't say Bernardo.
They're not good. They're not good. They don't have that individual.
But I'm not even talking about the player that Pep
was taken to the next level.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about just right now because AC just made their first champions after 8 years, bro.
AC Milan, they have a nice young core coming up.
So you're doing too much now,
dude. It's true. They have a nice.
No, they do. But I'm saying right now. I'm saying right now. Going into next season, you telling me you play for AC Milan, but when you have a chance to win the Champions League,
let me ask you guys one question: Who removes PSG from the Champions League? This is I think there's something more.
Okay.
Bro, what do you mean the City? Come on, G. Like, can we stick on the subject? Can we stick on topic? Why are you bringing PSG in this?
There's something more. I'm just saying,
guys. I understand Tosin's point in terms of going to PSG. I understand his point. But the problem is, for me to go to Man City, I have to have the assurance of Pep Guardiola that you're gonna be playing me week in and week out. If I can't get that assurance, I'm sorry, I'm not playing for
you. You don't get the assurance because he's a bald bastard. You don't get the assurance. I'm
Oh,
telling
that's harsh. No, but I don't think you can get that assurance for any top team. So
From
I
any
think
top team. You
there's
can't be a lot.
levels.
Yeah, you have
No,
to
no,
And
no.
play.
this is what it
Guys,
shows
you
that
don't get the
AC
assurance
Milan.
I'm talking
No,
about.
Abdullah,
The assurance
Abdullah,
I'm
this
talking.
is it shows you that AC Milan are not a top team because AC Milan, Tosin will feel that he will play more because let's be real, they're on that like lower. They're not a top
Yeah,
team. They're
they're
not a
not as good
mid club.
footballing wise as them, but
No, but it's still
they
a big
still
club.
have
It's still a
potential.
big club.
It's still
No,
a
but
big
you
club.
going on
They got the
potential.
potential.
Okay. Let's say Tosin, you
Bro,
Harry Kane.
they literally outplayed Manchester United for a little bit in both
Okay,
legs.
Tosin.
Like
Let's say you're
they
in your
outplayed
prime. You
them for a
gotta
bit
okay,
in
Tosin.
phases. Like
Let's say you're
they're
in your
good. They're on
prime.
the up. They're on the come up.
Let's say you're in your prime. You need to win Champions League right now. Yeah, both in the Champions League. Who would you play for, City or AC Milan?
Wait, say
Obviously
repeat
City,
the
but
question.
if you're a
Repeat the
young player,
question.
probably AC Milan because of less
Let's
pressure.
say let's make it Harry Kane right now, right? Harry Kane wants to win
Mhm.
a Champions League badly.
Mhm.
Let's say AC Milan, they're gonna be in the Champions League next season, and Harry Kane has two choices: to sign with City or AC Milan. They both in the
Harry Kane is
Champions
good.
League.
Harry Kane is English. He wants to beat Alan Shearer's record. He's gonna sign with
Yeah, but
Manchester City.
he could have signed with
Like, why would
AC
he go
though.
to Milan? He would not
I
go to
don't think
Milan.
there's any winning with Tosin on this one.
What? But that's true though. That's the best response. Harry Kane is English. He wants to be in the Premier League. Real Madrid could fucking come in for Harry Kane. He's not going.
If you were in the prime of your career, let's forget Harry Kane. Which team would you go to?
The prime of my career,
Man
I
City.
need to play for Real Madrid or Barca.
Not now.
If I'm in the prime of my career, I need to play for Real Madrid or
This
Barca.
has a City agenda.
No,
man.
It ain't an
City and
agenda,
AC.
dude.
Let's move.
It's
Let's
between
move.
City and AC.
The best players in the world, whether you guys like it or not, the best, the elite.
No.
The
We're
best
not
players,
talking
they
about.
don't play in
No,
the
we
Premier
just
League.
giving
They
you a
don't
choice.
play in the Premier League.
No,
It's
we
just the
just giving
truth.
you a choice. AC or what if you had to
What
only
if
the
It's
Madrid
spread
don't
out.
want you?
Right now, it's
Madrid
spread
don't
out, man.
want you. They
Because the
already have
world's best
both.
defenders play in the Premier League.
But
Yeah, guys, let's
I
move.
understand Tosin. I understand.
I understand what. See, guys, I get what Totin is. Like I said, if I have to choose between Guardiola and AC Milan, firstly, I have to ask Pep Guardiola. Even if I bring him in, how many matches am I gonna play first? For me to be able to say I want to play for Man City. If AC Milan is giving me a lot of matches, I'm gonna begin playing. Even if I make mistake, I'm still gonna play. I will go to AC Milan because if I make mistake under Pep Guardiola, it's game over for me.
And
It's
that's what
over.
a young player needs. A young player
It's
needs to
over.
know. A young
I'm
player
not
That's
needs
what
to
a
getting
know.
young player needs. But if
This
you're in
is
your
the thing,
prime,
though.
Abdullah, you want to play for
Exactly.
Pep.
Exactly.
If
Nah,
you're
I
in your
would
That
never.
prime, you
I
want to
would
play
never
for
play.
Pep.
the stages,
I would
AC
never play
Milan
for
are a
Pep.
lower team. That's why Tomori can go there and be balling, and there's less
There's no
pressure.
pressure. But if you play
Like
for City, you
you
gotta.
lose games. In
Don't get me wrong.
cities,
AC is a big club. Of course, they're a big club. They're
no,
like
but
you.
the standards have dropped.
Yeah, the
That's just
standard
what
have
we're
dropped.
saying.
Yeah,
No, but
of
if they're
course.
both at the
Standards
same,
dropped.
if they're both close to the same level, I'm picking AC Milan. If they're both close to the same level, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I can
Of course, that
understand
makes
that.
sense.
For
Of course,
sure,
the
for
AC is
sure.
of course,
Big club.
like big club like that, of course. But I'm
Mhm.
talking about just right now, just both teams. Because AC, this is what the first Champions League, and after 8 years, that's why I just said right now, I'd rather
No,
play
let's
for
be
City
real.
just because to win the Champions League.
Zlatan wouldn't be in AC if he was in the prime of his career. It's because he's 40 something. Let's be real.
I mean,
Yeah.
Wait, what are you saying? What are you
But let's
saying
move
with
on.
that?
Let's move
What are
on.
you
Let's
saying?
move on.
Let's
Let's
move.
move
Let's
on.
What are you
Let's move
saying,
on.
G?
Let's move
Right
on.
now, if
Let's move
Zlatan was
on.
in the
Let's
prime of
move
his
on. Let's move
career,
on.
he wouldn't be playing
That's
for
not
AC
true.
Milan. He wouldn't.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's
Let's
move
move.
on.
Let's
Yeah.
move. Let's move.
He
Let's
did.
move.
He literally did play for them in the prime of his career. I don't know what you're
Yeah, and see
talking
what
about.
happened. What happened?
What
He
happened? They
has
won a
nothing.
Scudetto. They won a
He
fucking
didn't win the
Scudetto. What are you
Champions
talking
League,
about?
though.
no, but
He didn't win the
let's be honest.
Champions League,
Let's
though.
move.
Let's
Let's
be
move.
honest.
Let's move.
Let's move. Let's move.
Let's
Let's
move.
move.
Let's
Let's
move.
move.
I have to like ask question. Ask question.
Chimere, Antonio Conte and Tottenham Hotspur. Do you see them in the next 2-3 years challenging for the Premier League? Not even winning, but
Wait,
challenging.
Abdullah, is it official that Conte is going
It
to
will
the
be, yeah, it will be official. It will be official very soon. It will be.
I mean,
Do
Tottenham.
I see them winning a trophy in the next? I see them winning a trophy this coming season. Yeah, with Antonio Conte, I think they can win like a
Well,
League Cup. or something.
he asked Chimmery,
Chimera,
bro.
man. Chimera.
He asked Chimmery, bro.
Chimere,
Chill,
go for
chill.
it.
Hey, man. What's your name at the beer, man? You good, man? I know you're excited to talk, man. You good? But,
No, I was just gonna say Conte. Yeah, probably with Tottenham guys. I don't think you guys know that this Tottenham team's good, man. They have a better chance of
But the
winning.
problem with
Yeah,
Daniel
yeah,
Levy,
yeah.
Daniel Levy is the key. Will they spend from Antonio? Antonio only need money to spend for them to win. You know that. They need to spend. If Daniel Levy doesn't spend money, I can tell you they're not winning shit. I'm not winning nothing. Daniel Levy,
They're not even
bias
good.
out.
A guy called Ryan Mason almost won a trophy with them, man.
Yeah, bro. We know they're good, bro. Let me answer.
What do you mean almost won? You're a troll.
Guys, let Chimere
Yeah,
answer,
you got to
man.
be
Guys,
trolling, man.
yeah.
Let
You're
let Chimere
trolling.
let
I
Chimere
told
talk,
him
guys.
this
Let
guy's.
Chimere talk. Let Chimere talk. Let Chimere
Let
talk.
Chimere land. Let Chimere land.
As far as Conte, I mean, Conte's track record, I mean, it proves he's a good manager. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, Tottenham isn't even in the Champions League, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's be honest, they don't really want to win the Conference League like that. I don't, or whatever. What are they in the Europa League? What are they
What?
in?
They do,
Conference
man.
League.
What do you mean they don't?
What are they in?
They're in it to win
Conference
it.
League. UEFA Conference League.
No, I don't think that's their number one goal. I don't
Bam.
think they look at
They,
that.
they want to win a European trophy before Arsenal.
Man, I don't know, dude. I
The,
mean,
the
I don't
fans,
think.
the fans don't respect that trophy.
Yeah, dude. I think their goal is just to
What?
win. I think their
Tottenham
main.
fans don't respect the trophy. Man, I
They don't
don't think
respect
you
that
really
one.
know the
No,
history of that
they
club,
don't
man.
respect.
I think their main goal.
They don't respect that one. I'll tell you that. They don't respect that one.
Son
I'll
was
tell you
No,
that.
crying
I'll
but
tell
for
you
an
for free.
EFL Cup, man.
guys, let
Yeah,
Chimere
I'll
let
tell
talk.
you.
Chimere talk. Let Chimere talk. Let Chimere
Hungry
talk.
for a
Let
I'll
Chimere
tell you
talk.
for free.
I feel like they're hungry for a trophy.
Chimere, go for it.
Yeah, because I think Conte will do well. Honestly, they need a. They need. I mean, they need a coach like him, a disciplinarian coach that'll get them organized. It's supposed to be Mourinho, but the thing is, though, what they have to do now is they have to get the right players for him because Conte plays a particular system. You know, I don't think Tottenham had the defenders to even play his system that he wants to play. So for him to join Tottenham, that means that De Levy is promising him, "I'll get you this guy. I'll get you this guy to fit your system." Because he wants to play. He wants to play. You know, five. He wants to play three at the back, wing backs. You know, does Tottenham even have the wing backs to play that role?
Yeah, they have
Because
Regulon.
Doherty is a 5-back player.
The fight. Dot is there. You have Regulon there. They have yeah.
Sergio says he wants to leave now, so that's
Yeah,
another
wants to
reason
leave.
he
Yeah.
wants to leave.
They have Doherty there. They have what's called what is this Madrid player name?
Wait, who said he wants to leave?
Regulon.
Who said he
Regulon.
wants to leave?
Regulon.
Wait, who wants to leave Tottenham?
Sadio, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
And
my guy, Serge?
Mhm.
Yeah, man. He might
wants
go
to
to
go.
Milan or PSG.
Like
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like they got to get the players to fit the system. That's just it. Like if you get a manager like Conte, you know he wants to play a particular system, a particular way. So you got to get the players to fit that system. You know, because at the end of the day, bro, we can say, "Oh, this manager is great. This manager is great." But at the end of the day, bro, if you don't get the players to fit the way they want to play, he's gonna look like a terrible manager. That's just the reality. Like that's any manager. Because even if you don't get Pep the players he wants, he's gonna look bad.
But
So,
Chimere, I have a question though.
I'm just going to say
Like when
this,
he came
though.
to Chelsea though, he
so
didn't have the players he wanted and he still made it work. So what would you
yeah,
say to that?
but I think but that was at the end of the day, like Chelsea, Chelsea is a different level to Tottenham as far as mentality,
He's a genius.
club culture, all that. You know what I mean? Like
Okay, that's true.
this
Yeah.
is Tottenham. You know what I mean? Like, and plus there's no Chess Fabregas on that team. There's no Conte on this team. There's a level of midfield on the
No
level of
Zod.
Conte.
No Zod.
He's like who?
No Hazard, he said.
No
Oh no,
Zod.
But like
sorry.
even what
Yeah.
he did with Victor Moses, for example.
Exactly.
but
I was
no,
going to bring that
no, I'm
up.
saying
that
but
was
that's
sensational.
no, I'm saying, but like even Victor Moses, bro, there's nobody on Tottenham's defense who has that attacking capability that Victor Moses has, even as a wing back. Saying like he has
Exactly.
My thing is for him to be joining Tottenham. That means that if it's official, that means he had to be promised he's getting the players he needs for his system to work.
He would need, honestly, get him a center back, get him a right wing back. Conte gonna go to work. Give you especially if they keep Kane and Son. I can just imagine him playing 3-5-2, Kane, Son up top, because Conte's 3 at the back formation. He likes to play through the wing backs and the strikers.
And the reason I think it's gonna work is because Tottenham have the right players to be good and quick in transition, like his Inter team was. So they already have that set up, that part set up. And don't be surprised, like, we think the same teams are going to challenge it, but don't be surprised if somebody drops out from the top 4 that made it this year and Tottenham gets in. I'm not predicting. I have to see what Tottenham signs, but you just never know. That's why I'm saying, even as a Man U fan, it's not guaranteed we're going to finish in the top 4 next season. I'm just being honest. It's not a guarantee. So that's what I think. I mean, Conte is a good manager, but at the end of the day, if he doesn't get the players to fit his system, he's not going to look good.
Yep.
Yeah, and Conte, honestly, when he gets it right, I'm telling you guys, Conte, when he implements a system, believe it or not, within the first month, you're already going to see what Conte's vision. It's quick. It's literally quick. The way when Conte gets a team to work to his liking, they immediately, the patterns of play, especially in build-up, it's like you're literally playing PS4. It's like you're literally playing on the sticks. Go watch how they build up from the back. It's very quick. Everybody 1-touch, 2-touch play, and they get it quickly into the forwards so that the forwards can do something in the last in the final third. So that's the thing with Conte, man. Just get him the players he wants, and he's gonna build a machine. He's just that good.
What was I spoken about? Blue Eyes, give me your take on Antonio Conte and Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, man. I don't really care about that. I'm kind of a scorned Chelsea fan, so I don't really care about Antonio Conte. However, I'm not sure what that selection means for Tottenham. Is this long term or short term? Because
based on the report, I'm hearing it's gonna be a long term contract for him.
Yeah. So, and I don't see Antonio Conte is not that long term coach. He's a guy that will come in and try to turn water into wine in 3 months. He likes to make that quick impact. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure what direction Tottenham wants to take with Conte. And because I remember Chelsea, man, when we won that championship with Conte, we were so excited. The guy bounced the next month, man.
The next year, yeah.
Yeah. He just took off like that with some kind of weirdness.
Oh,
man.
Yeah. And I want to talk.
So what is his approach this time with Tottenham? Like someone said, maybe
Fabrizio said, based on the report, he said he already told Daniel Levy, I want Harry Kane to stay because I want to build a team around him. And secondly, he want a long contract where he's gonna build a team and make them a title winning team.
Yeah, but then also remember this Harry Kane, yes, he might stay, but remember Harry Kane has kind of shown his hand that he wants out. So even though you might convince him to stay, is his heart going to be there? So you're dealing with all these gaps, and then you want to bring in Conte. So man, I think it should work. It obviously means they want a cup, and they want a cup now. That's probably why they're doing this, and they're willing to maybe pay big for it. And if they have to hire someone else down the road for a long-term project, they could down the road pursue that. However, for me personally, if there are two players that I would like to kind of take a look at in that Tottenham, very, very strangely enough, Tanguy and Dele Alli. I'm telling you, man, quietly. If we can go there and get one of those guys, I don't mind though. Somebody that can come off the bench and just give us that quick support.
Off the bench? Bro, stop.
Oh, they can... No, you know why?
Dele Alli would come off the bench.
Dele Alli's finished.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you know I like Dele Alli. He's actually like a multiplayer. He can play 10, he can play 8, and he can also play false 9.
He can score. Easy, but I rate Ross Barkley.
Nah, he's not. The thing with Dele Alli is he was like this guy was finished at the age of 23, bro.
No, but you know what he needs? You know what Dele Alli needs? He needs a new playground. It's
bro,
not.
They tried that, man. They tried that.
No, bring him to Chelsea. I'm telling you,
dude. I'm telling you, those. I think what really ruined him, no bullshit, was the hamstring injuries. Hamstring, dude. He kept getting hamstring injuries, bro. And he literally can't move.
What about Tanguy?
That's my son.
He should go.
That's my son.
I think PSG will need a player like Tanguy, man.
Yo, man, I would like Tanguy at Chelsea. The guy can penetrate.
Guys,
especially for these
realistically now, how long do you think Antonio Conte will win the trophy with Tottenham? Is it about Daniel Levy or is it all about the players?
It's all about Harry Kane staying. If Harry Kane leaves,
it's Harry Kane. Yes.
Then things will be ugly there.
Yeah, honestly, Conte won't do shit if Harry Kane leaves.
You can.
He has to stay. Harry Kane has to stay.
If Harry Kane leaves, and they get good money for him. And
Harry Kane could be like the best player that this guy ever managed.
You know the thing, people are saying that.
So maybe that's what's making it.
Conte needs, he needs his players, he needs all that. So if they can sell Harry Kane and get the money, and Conte actually gets the players he wants, he can do something. He can really, Blue Eyes said a very good analogy. He turns water into wine. You could just give them this crazy run, and maybe they make top 4 and win the FA Cup. I wouldn't be surprised if that.
Bro, Conte was making dudes like Gary Cahill look good, bro.
Hey, Gary
Victor Moses and stuff.
I respect Gary Cahill. That's a Champions League winner.
Whatever.
But what that guy did to Costa, man, yo, Let me not go there, man. Let me not go there, man.
No, but Blue
Yo,
Eyes,
Yeah,
I
see,
think this is
He's
a
a
really good
dick. He's a dick. I
question.
mean,
yo, man,
that's
that's
how all
just
these
that was
managers are.
cold.
Blue Eyes,
That was
Blue Eyes.
cold,
Another
man.
thing, what you should remember about Conte is him winning the league. I think the problem is you're remembering the aftermath of
No, no,
when
no.
he
But
won the
still,
league.
still,
It's still a successful signing.
Costa
No,
is
no. If you
like
look at Conte at Chelsea, it was successful. Like the board made a good decision getting him.
that's true. No, but all I'm saying is sometimes you leave when the ovation is high. You always got to leave on a high note, no matter what the case is. Like Sir Alex Ferguson, he didn't leave after he lost a title. He left when he won. After he won.
But
Yeah.
Conte won
So
a FA
no. So
Cup
what I'm trying to say is with Conte, he burnt a lot of bridges after he left. Why?
because the
That's
board
just
didn't back him. Let's be real, it wasn't only his side. I think it's very easy for Chelsea
Wait,
fans to
Inter
think it
Milan,
was only
Inter
his
Milan
fault.
board.
The board didn't really back Conte like that. Like they gave
I
him
mean,
some scraps
But
that
Inter Milan bought back him though. Inter
probably
Milan
Conte,
bought him.
Conte's just
even
a
look at the
difficult
whole
guy, man.
Lukaku stuff. He wanted Lukaku, he didn't get Lukaku. The board did backstab him in a way too.
But
Even
Inter
Oh
when
Milan,
yeah.
but wait,
No, wait,
but
wait. Are
Sam,
you, ta-
no,
are you
but
Inter
talking
Milan
about?
Abdullah,
backed
even
him.
like
Inter Milan
Wait,
backed
wait,
him and gave
wait,
him the player he
All I'm
wanted.
wait,
saying is it
wait.
shouldn't have been a public mess the way it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, that was
That thing
bad.
could have been just. That's all I'm saying. Finish as a professional and bounce, no matter
Yeah,
what the case is.
Wait,
But it was
wait,
like
wait, wait. Are you
air
talking?
their laundry in
Wait,
public, all the way till
and Costa was one of the reasons you won the league. How are you going to treat a player like that helps you win the
wait,
league?
exactly.
wait, wait,
You
wait,
can't.
wait. Are you talking about summer 2017?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
So
he was always talking about it in the public. And the
yo,
thing
Yeah,
is,
man, you
yeah,
don't do
but
that.
you know the
he
thing,
shouldn't have
I get
taken it
that
to the
whole thing,
public.
but
He
Blue
should have
Eyes, I
had
have
a
a
meeting.
question for you though.
Sure.
He should
Think
have
Sure.
had a
Tottenham
meeting
care.
with
Do you think
Remember, I said
Tottenham
I'm a
care to
fan,
win
right?
the FA
Remember, I
Cup?
said I'm looking at it as a crazy fan. But talk to me.
Yeah, true,
no,
true. But
no,
I'm just
but
saying, like,
no. What he should have
if
done,
he goes to
what he
Tottenham
should have
and he
done.
wins the
Yeah.
trophy, I
Yes.
don't think Danny Levy will care if he airs that dirty laundry because this team are starving for a
No,
trophy.
but we're talking about Chelsea, Sam. Let's just forget about Tottenham. Talking about a club that has already won. This is good for for Tottenham. This would be a landmark situation. Of course, your mind will be somewhere else. But you're talking about a club that already has tradition of winning. You
Blue
understand?
eyes,
So it's
blue
not like
eyes, blue eyes.
talk
Wait,
to
yeah,
me.
yeah. But like you were saying, yeah, there was a one point that summer when, um, he had a meeting. I don't think the meeting ever happened, but he had a meeting with Roman and Marina, and I forgot how that went. And yeah, I
Mhm.
remember he wanted
No, but Blue Eyes, you know why I'm going on Tottenham is because Abdul's
Of
question
course.
is
No, I
about
hear you.
Chelsea. So that's
Of
that's the
course. No,
main
no,
reason.
no. I
It
hear
wasn't
you.
really about Chelsea, the question.
Mine
So
is just I'm a scorn fan. I just
Mhm.
the,
no
he
because
left on a very sour
let me
note.
hear from Abs. Abs, give
because
me your take on
he
Antonio Conte and Tottenham Hotspur.
He must be. I tell you this, it's a match made in hell. Honestly, it's a match made in hell.
Wow,
I
I
tell you
like
this.
that,
Is this
man.
is
I
this
like
is this
that.
one of the is this the dumbest top manager ever in football history? I'm telling you this. Why are you going to go to Tottenham to win a trophy? You're not going to be backed. They're the most stingiest club out of the top six clubs. You must be an idiot. And the sporting director of what's his name?
Juventus, Patrioti,
Yeah,
Juventus.
I just read something, yeah, from a reputable source from Tottenham. It says he's okay. He's a talent. He's a supreme talent, youth talent spotter. However, he struggles to he has a bad track record with trying to sell players and build a balanced squad. He struggles to work solo, and he works only well with Morata, the CEO of Juventus at the time when he was at Morata. I don't know how to say his name. Morata. So
Oh,
It was
Maruta.
Marotta.
yeah, Morata. So for him to work successfully, he needs Morata, to be honest, or someone alongside him with that type of caliber. It makes no sense. Like it's a match made in hell. Like with
No, but has
Levy,
he? But
he's not.
Blue,
Bro,
sorry to call you
They're not
short,
going to win
but
anything. They're not going to
he's
win
won
anything.
without that guy,
how do
though.
you? Yeah, he has one without him.
They're
Like you
not going
can't
to.
say that's the only way he
As long
wins
as
with
Chelsea
that
and
guy.
City are there, they're not going to win anything. Let
How do
alone
we know?
England.
We don't know this, man.
They're not
When
going
no,
to
but
win.
we
Chelsea,
no, but
the
but
season,
he's trying to be realistic. He's trying to be realistic. He ain't going. Tottenham are not going to win anytime soon. They're a team full of bottle
They're not.
jobs. They're a team
I
full
will
of
You
Okay,
bet
never
we'll
you
know.
see.
guarantee they're not going to win
You
anything.
never know.
There's always
100%
see, you know
guarantee.
the
You
problem.
never
You know the
know.
problem, and this is a big mistake that people will make now. They will use
Conte is
Lukaku's
special, man.
draws. they'll use the past to judge the future. And a lot of Chelsea fans are doing that right now. We won the Champions League, so automatically they feel we're gonna have a title challenge next season. And because Tottenham has
No.
never won a league, that means that
No, no, no,
we
Sam,
will
Sam,
never
Sam,
win
Sam,
it
Sam,
again.
Sam, Sam.
No, things
This is where
change, man.
this is where the problem
Things
is.
change.
When say Antonio Conte is a winner, we know, but the problem is Daniel Levy because Daniel Levy, see, Antonio Conte he wants money for him to succeed. If you don't spend for Antonio Conte, I don't think that Tottenham Hotspur team will go longer. 38
Abdullah, I
matches
have
and
a
win a league.
question though.
The guy's
Okay.
an
The fact is
idiot.
that
The guy's
Conte
why are you
is not
going to
stupid.
Tottenham?
No, but
You're not
wait,
going to be
Conte is
back.
not
Mhm.
You're not
stupid.
going to be back.
He's seen
Okay.
that Tottenham squad. He
Mhm.
might feel that Tottenham squad, maybe he feels he can keep Harry Kane, he can keep Song, and he might think, oh, maybe I just need 3 more signings or 2
Okay,
signings.
what if Harry Kane and Son said we're not gonna sign, we wanna leave? What did they do?
No, but
Then Conte
okay,
won't take the job.
he might not take the job. Maybe that might be because let's be real, he hasn't taken the job. They're still
He hasn't taken
negotiating.
I
Exactly.
think
Maybe it's
negotiation,
part
yeah.
of the contract
he's
that okay,
he's agreed.
give
He's
me
agreed.
proof that that Kane will stay. And with this squad you have right now, we just have 2 signings and we're off to go. He's that kind of manager. He doesn't need 5, 6, 7 sometimes. He might just need 2 and actually like the squad that's already there.
And to be honest, if
Mm.
he finishes top 4, that's successful, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's
That
successful.
are very true.
With
But
regards,
guys, yeah, we're talking about just now. See, we need to talk about the way it does in Inter Milan. In the first season, he finished second. Second season, he won the Scudetto. Now, I think the problem with I understand Inter Milan are broke, but the way he live Inter after winning the Scudetto for me is abysmal. It's abysmal. I get that. I get they are broke. Then as a top tier manager, see. The resource you have to make use of the resource you have. That's why they call you a top tier manager. You gotta make use of your resource. If you can't make use of your research, it's game over. That's my
yeah,
problem
but
with
no,
Antonio Conte is.
Honestly,
yeah, but no one wants to work with
I
trash.
agree.
You see,
But it's not
I
trash
agree.
though. Like they said that they were
No,
only
I'm not
gonna
gonna say
they
it's not
needed.
trash. Yeah, I'm not gonna say trash, but even then, let's be honest. It's security.
Mhm.
If Spurs is a long-term project, then that's security.
Yeah.
So who would
Well,
not take that job?
Mabuchi says it's gonna be a long term process.
Yeah,
So
I think they're
So
offering.
who
I think
wouldn't
they're
take that
offering
job?
more too.
It's the years. Yeah, it's the years and the length of time. I'll do it. Hey, if I'm getting more
So
years
what does
and
that
more
say?
money, I'll
What
do
does
it.
that say about? What does that say about Conte? You see, there's a story being told here. The
It's,
way he leaves is almost
it says
similar.
that the
He
game's the
never.
game. It's the game's the game. The
He
game's the game.
leaves. He
That's what it
leaves
is
in
with
the
him.
same. He leaves in the
Yeah,
same manner from every situation, man.
I think
Come on.
that's the look. And a lot of coaches are like Tuchel's like that. Tuchel, every team Tuchel leaves, he always has to fight somebody before he leaves. That's how
And,
some managers are. It just is
and
what
you
it
guys,
is.
Tuchel might go to
but the
Tottenham
problem is
because there's no,
but the problem
there's
is
no
No, no.
like
Antonio
royal
see
thing.
see
Anything
see see
Tuchel does now is
see.
unforgivable. Chai,
Sam,
anything is okay.
You see, this is the problem with Antonio
Forgivable.
Conte. When
We
leaders
don't
in
need it.
Juventus,
Tuchel is forgiving, man.
he done it to Juventus, he done it in Italian national team, he done it under Chelsea too. He waits until if he doesn't get back, he wants to leave. See, when they came to
Exactly.
Inter Milan, the first season he finished second. Inter
Abdullah,
Milan will get it.
Guys,
Abdullah,
He
he's
at
won
saying
it.
the
best,
same
He
thing.
won
at,
this. He won the Scudetto
So
the
Vilton,
second season.
can you
guys,
tell
at
me, is there a
best,
difference between what Conte did and what Zidane did?
There's a difference because see
No, but this is
Zidane.
Zidane's second
No,
time.
see, Zidane has won. He has won the UCL 3 times in a row, and the reason
Thank
he
you.
left was because he was demanding a respect from the board and Florentino Perez. He wasn't getting the respect he wants, and he was also annoyed and pissed off with the Spanish press that how are you blinking out my job out, telling my job is on the line if I'm not doing well. So that makes Zidane angry because he wants a
I,
respect. It's
Abd-
different than Antonio Conte.
No,
Way
Abdullah, you
different.
know why I'm saying that? Because
Mhm.
Conte won a league, and if he doesn't win this league again, it will be a failure in a way.
Yeah, he won the league
This
and he left.
new manager they got, if
Mhm.
this guy makes second or third, they'll take it
He
as progress in a way because it's a new
let's be
manager.
on. Let's be
Uh,
honest. They'll
but
win the Conference League.
Conte, he has set the standard high, and if he doesn't get that backing, I think he has the right to say, you know what, I'm not going to stay with this.
yeah, he has the right to leave. He absolutely has the right to leave. If he's
But
not getting
what
Especially
does
back,
after
he
that
has
losing
absolutely
them
the right
what
to
does
leave.
No,
that
but
say?
Yeah.
What does that say what does that say his image as a manager? You can't be leaving club weekend and
Pep
weekend
would
and say
do
because
this.
they
No,
don't back.
but you're saying the manager, but Pep, a bunch of managers would do the same thing. They don't want to be in
I
a
like the
situation
fact
where
you
Yeah.
brought
they're just
Pep, man.
basically
Pep would
stuck there.
100% do the same
You,
thing.
you're
No, but
te-
it,
no,
Pep
but
would do the
what?
same
but
thing.
honestly, dude,
Pep's leaving.
Conte leaving Inter. Like I
Yeah,
can
it's a
understand him
statement
leaving the
move.
national team. I can understand
Yeah.
him leaving Chelsea at the time,
Yeah.
but him leaving Inter, man,
It's
That was
bad.
fucked up, man.
Maybe he
Because
just
Yeah,
doesn't
like
feel like
He
it
didn't
they have
leave.
a
He
chance
didn't
of
leave
competing.
Chelsea. He
guys,
didn't leave
guys,
Chelsea though.
guys.
He
See,
didn't leave
they
Chelsea.
sacked him,
Don't
right?
talk
He
about
They
it.
sacked him. Okay.
Yeah, he got sacked.
in
Yo,
Inter
He
Milan,
got
wait,
sacked.
yo, this is a little bit off topic, but like, why is it that all the great managers, you know, like Mourinho, Conte, like all these dudes, they've gotten sacked except Pep. Pep never gets sacked. I need this man to get sacked
He
once,
walks
man.
away.
Like this man never gets sacked. Like,
he walks away always. Doesn't get
man, it's
sacked.
Don't mind
crazy.
Pep. Don't
So
mind Pep,
what I
man.
wanted to
Don't
say,
mind Pep.
what I wanted to say is, see, yeah, people may say I
Don't
look at
mind
that
Pep.
Tottenham story a little bit. If Antonio Conte install his philosophy into that team, they'll become winning. But my problem is it's all about mentality because we know Conte a lot. Either Conte fight with the board or you fight with the player, something will happen. That's what I've said. It's a disaster in hell waiting to happen. That's Antonio Conte for you.
You know,
Disaster
there's
in hell waiting
literally
to happen.
100%.
when Conte was at
Abdullah,
Chelsea, there was an interview with him and Henry,
Mhm.
Thierry Henry, when he was still a pundit, and he was like talking with him, and Conte just told him like, yo, like if you don't follow what I do, I will kill you. I will kill you. And Henry starts laughing his ass off because that's Conte, man. He's real like that. Like if you don't follow what I'm trying to do,
Even
like,
Lukaku even said the same thing that it changed him as a player. But I look at the way he left Inter Milan, I was like, I guess Inter Milan are broke. As a manager, for you to become that top tier manager, you have to have that nuance as a manager. Okay, I get these people are broke. Just you don't need that assurance from the board. Give me the assurance, then we'll continue to work. You just let them in here and say because I won the league, I don't want to say. It doesn't make any. As a manager, you don't do that. You
Abdullah, I
not.
think another thing too that the mistake
Abdullahi,
we make
you don't know,
sometimes
man.
we
You don't
feel
know the amount of
we
managers that would do
yeah.
the same thing.
No, the thing is also sometimes we think we know exactly what happened like
Mhm,
in the meetings and all that. In a way, I have to say that it's a little bit harsh on Conte because he did do something. I think he has
mhm,
the right to demand some stuff after what he did for Inter. When was the last time they won their league? It's been a long time, and he actually made it happen. So the season before they got to a Europa League final. Quite
mhm,
right, they lost it, but he did a lot with this team. So and he knows what got him to this final. You understand? So
mhm,
if okay, let me put you if you're in this situation, you've won
mhm.
a league and you know exactly what got you to that position, and then you're looking at the next year and saying, okay, I need this. If not, I won't be able to win the league. And maybe the board are telling him
Sam,
that, oh,
Sam,
that's not enough.
Guys, Inter
Sam,
Milan are
And you
getting 400 million from China after
Sam,
Antonio Conte left.
No, the
Wow.
Sam,
US.
yeah,
Sam,
yeah.
Sam. Imagine what's it called? Because this is similar to this is shades to Chelsea because at Chelsea he won the league, he wanted backing, he wanted Alexandro, he got Emerson, he wanted
Mm-hmm.
Lukaku, he got Morata, and he finished fifth and got sacked. Maybe he's just saying I don't want to do that again. Maybe he's literally saying I can see
Exactly.
what's gonna happen
Because
and I
guys,
don't want to
see,
do
guys,
it
people
again.
need to
Why is
understand
that
it's
this
wrong?
never,
guy
it's
knows
never the
what it takes to
guys.
win a league. And if he feels that he can't win it next season with what Inter Milan are telling him they're going to give him, he has the right to say, you know what, I'm going to look for something else.
This is the thing. He's always been in the right. The the boards that he's always been under, they've let him down because you're basically setting him up to fail. If you don't back him, that what does that say about him?
Exactly.
You don't trust him. You don't trust him. So that's on you. So he
And
has
I
every
love the
right
fact that
to
somebody
leave.
brought Pep up. Pep is the prime example
Yeah.
of
Pep.
this at City.
Exactly.
Every year, Man City live up to his standards, and that's why he's still there. As a coach, you need a club that will do that. Even
Man
But
Chelsea,
City's Man City's the only
Abdullah,
club that can
guys,
do that
guys,
for him.
but Daniel, does
yeah.
does Daniel Levy have that nuance to like? Okay, let me back this man. Let's
No,
get the money
even
out.
even Abdullah, look at
That's the
Pochettino. I don't know. I
question.
have to ask
That's
Tosin
the
about
question.
this even.
Mm-hmm.
Tosin, do you believe all
That's
this rumor
but
about
Sam. That's
Pochettino?
why I rate Pochettino. You know why I rate him? He doesn't care about money. He wants to improve players and make them look better. And to
And we
get them
got
a top
sacked.
four back to back. That is why I said
I would say
Antonio
he
Conte
doesn't
for
care
me.
about money. I would say he doesn't
See,
care about
no,
money.
no, no. I'm not saying he doesn't care about money. I'm saying they didn't give him the backing they want, but still, he still improved those players and make them finish top four. That is a top tier manager. Unlike Conte, if he doesn't back him, he will fail.
No,
That's the
because
difference
no,
between
but
both of them.
Abdullah, the
So
difference
that
is
means you
that
don't respect
Pochettino's
Pep and all
standard
those
is
guys.
low. Pochettino's
Yo,
standard
man.
is low. It's not the same as Conte winning a league and them expecting him to win the league again. Pochettino is top four. That's his standard. Even Pochettino, I don't know if it's true, but people are saying that he's thinking of leaving PSG because of the board. I don't know how true that is.
No, it's very true. I hope he goes
Managers
though.
need that cooperation. If you're not giving
Nah,
them what
man,
they
he needs
want,
to go. G. I'm tired of him. I hope he
will you take
goes.
Tuchel back?
No, fuck no.
But
Joke.
Conte or
Wow,
Zidane, man.
wow,
let's end up
wow.
Antonio Conte stuff
Guy-
and move.
Guys, if Poch goes back to Tottenham, it's like going back to your ex. It's like going back to your ex. It is. Like I miss you. or
But
something like that.
Poch always said that I have unfinished business there. I need to finish what I started.
The guy's an idiot if he goes back because you're.
Speaking of marriage made in heaven.
So what have we spoken about?
Exactly, man.
Antonio Conte?
Losers, two losers coming together.
Let's just move. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about let's talk about another person now. Simeone Inzaghi. Will it be a success at Inter Milan or no?
No,
Why?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Has he got any good experience at being at top club?
Yeah, it was the former coach of Lazio.
Lazio.
Yeah.
I don't know. Top 4 at best.
Top 4 at best.
Top 4
after
at
winning
best.
the Scudetto.
I think he's practically. I think the lack of experience and pedigree probably could cost him. I don't. I think the title race next season is probably going to be between AC Milan and Juventus.
I actually agree with you too, Abdullah, because that's the thing with expectation. This Inzaghi guy, I'm not saying he could maybe do one crazy thing and win the league.
Which Inzaghi is it? Is it the successful?
No, Simeone Inzaghi, the former Lazio manager.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like playing career.
No, it's different. It's the brother of Filippo Inzaghi. It's the brother of Filippo Inzaghi.
Is
it the brother?
The goal scorer.
It's not the goal scorer.
No, but the thing is that the expectations will automatically lower down. So if Inter maybe finish top 4, they might be happy with that because it's a new manager. And let's be real, last year he did a good job with them. They were in the Champions League, but it's different expectations. Quite right. He also has good players. So yeah, it would depend on who Inter sell to, because I mean they want to sell like Ashraf Hakimi to PSG.
Oh wait, who y'all talking about?
Simeone Inzaghi.
Yeah, Hakimi could go Chelsea. Hakimi could go Chelsea.
No, it's PSG. Isn't it PSG Hakimi is going to?
No, PSG and Chelsea. That's the title race.
I've heard Chelsea as well. I've heard PSG and Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea have been. Yeah, Chelsea.
I really don't want him.
Dude, he's gonna be the best fullback in the world.
We don't need anybody. We're okay.
He's a right wing back. He's a right wing back.
Nah,
it doesn't matter. He's a wing back. He's a fullback. He's both.
Wait,
he's both.
Tosin, is he a good defender?
Yes, he's actually like this last season under Conte. He really stepped up in that part of his game defensively. Yeah, like dude, what people remember about Hakimi is just like.
So this guy's supposed to bench Reece James.
He's way better than Reece James. No disrespect.
Oh, no.
He's way
Why?
better.
It's surprising. It's not going to be surprising. Yeah, it's not going to be surprising.
I disagree.
Blue eyes, just 2 weeks ago,
especially in a 3 at the back system.
I disagree. I think right now.
Remember, you know, Reece James. I'm not a fan of Reece James anyway.
Dude, stop!
Except for finals.
Y'all too Premier League biased, bro. There ain't no fucking way Reece James is better than Hakimi. That's ridiculous.
No,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's why I asked you.
Listen,
hey man,
with you, but the only
Tosin, you don't need to bark. I'm with you, man. That's everybody knows. Everybody knows. Reece James surprised me on that Champions League final day. If not for that day.
Give me your take on Simeone Inzaghi, this manager. Inter Milan.
Yeah, man. So at the end, like Lukaku is staying. Lautaro probably will stay. So yeah, he has that attack. I mean, Ashley Young might leave. And the thing is, I don't watch Inter that much to know how many games even Hakimi played, if he's going to leave.
I think he played almost all the games. I think he played almost all the games.
So he played majority.
And it's got so many goals, so many.
Oh, but are we still talking about Inzaghi? Inzaghi's gonna. I don't know if he'll do as well as Conte did, but if Lukaku's staying, like he said,
yeah.
Inter should be challenging. Inter have no excuse. They should be challenging. If Lukaku, Lautaro, Barella, Brazzo, if all these guys stay, except Hakimi, because with Hakimi, they just want to make 80 million. If they can make 80 million off of Hakimi, Inter, they'll be fine. Apparently, like
Who's the main guy at Inter? Who's the main man that
Lukaku.
Lukaku?
Yeah,
They're not going to get 18 million. That's so unlikely.
yeah. I think they'll get like 70 million from PSG. That's what they're gonna get,
But don't
which
you
is
think that's
close.
robbery? Don't you think it's worth?
No, it's not. It's not rob. It's not robbery, bro. Like, dude, did you see what Pep was doing with fullbacks at buying fullbacks or at Manchester City? He was doing trial and error.
Wait, but does that mean
Like,
you guys are gonna play three at the back?
no, we'll play a back four. We'll slot
With
in a
him
right
as
back.
a. Oh, okay.
Why can't you see? Look at Marcelo, for example. Marcelo play
I
when
don't
you
think
watch
he can defend.
Marcelo play.
I don't think he can defend.
When you watch Marcelo play, Marcelo Vieira for Real Madrid at his peak under Zidane, are you going to tell me that that's a left back, or are you going to tell me that's a wing back? It
That's a
didn't
wing back.
matter. It didn't matter
Doesn't matter.
because Marcelo was just that good going forward. It's the same thing with Hakimi. Hakimi has natural fitness. He's an incredible attacking player. He scores 8 goals from wide areas. He's a specialist
Nice.
wide player, specialist at that position. Like he's that good. So people are just sleeping. People are sleeping on what
But
he
the
can
thing
do.
with Hakimi is that you would have to compensate defensively for him because
Exactly. Well, I mean, Marquinhos will be behind
Marcelo,
him. Midfielders will be
Marcelo, as
behind
good
him.
as he is, he's one of my favorite player. But in his position and what that position is for, I don't think he's top 5 even. He's a great
And
player,
at
talented player,
Marcelo's best,
but
he was the best fullback in the world. When Marcelo was at his
I think he
best
was
under
very
Zidane,
talented. But
under
the
Zidane, he
system
was the
maybe helped
best.
him.
Yeah. So Vilton, give me your take on them. Simeone Inzaghi, the former Lazio manager.
All right, Inzaghi, right? This guy, right? This guy Filippo Inzaghi. This
No.
guy. Oh, what you saying?
No,
Abdullah?
Simeone
This is
Inzaghi.
Simone
Filippo
Inzaghi.
Inzaghi coach
Oh, sorry.
Bivento. What's something?
Wait, what'd you say?
Simeone Inzaghi.
Inzaghi. Simone
Yeah, what about
Inzaghi.
him?
Is the new coach of Inter Milan.
Yeah. I've heard he talked to Lukaku. I don't watch Serie A that much. I haven't watched his work at Lazio. He used to be Lazio manager, right?
Yeah, he's former Lazio manager.
Yeah, so I haven't watched Lazio too much, but he did tell Lukaku, he did promise Lukaku that don't leave. We have a plan and stuff like that. Because I know Chelsea were after Lukaku. So he must have said something to Lukaku to convince him to stay. So I don't know what's in the making for Inter Milan because their squad is pretty old when you look at it. When you look at Ashley Young, how old is Christian Eriksen?
28.
Okay, so maybe I don't know what he's gonna do with the squad. I still think Inter could win. They could defend their title. Depends because I don't think unless Juve spend money, or we're just gonna see how trash Pirlo is a manager. We're gonna see how Allegri sets up this team. Maybe because let's be real, Juve can actually compete for Serie A. I just think that Pirlo is from the road, so that's why Inter were able to win it so easily this season. But Inzaghi, I'm curious to what he's gonna see with Inter Milan. Maybe I don't know. I don't know that much about him. So if I say something wrong, sorry, any CR for now listening to this. I don't really know much about Inzaghi as a manager, but all I know that he's a pretty decent manager. That's what Darian told me, the Inter Milan fan. He told me he's a decent manager, so he could potentially help them win back-to-back Scudetto and maybe do what that break Conte couldn't do in Europe for them, like take them out the group stage of the Champions League, at least make it to the round of 16. Because for crying out loud, you're the defending Italian champion of the world. You gotta make it out the group stage. It's pretty embarrassing not making out the group stage. So that's my 2 cents on Inzaghi. Hopefully he doesn't bother winning the champion. That's my goal. This is the goal I'm setting. Tosin, are you listening to me? This is the goal, Tosin. I'm not a sentimental merchant. I'm not a league merchant. I'm a big game Champions League World Cup merchant. So I want Inter to make it out
there
the
aren't
group
big games in the league? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
League. I'm not a league merchant. I'm an all-around merchant. That's what I am. I'm an all-around merchant. So let's see what he does with Inter. So I can
in the Champions League. Is that what you want to say? Is that what you're saying?
The Champions League. But I'm not expecting Inter to win the Champions League because they have to build. Because look how much
they took a step back in terms of squad.
Because look how much City are struggling right now to win it. PSG is struggling to win it. So it takes a lot of work to win the Champions League. So let's see. I'm curious to what he's gonna do with the squad next season.
PSG needs to win it next year, man. They need to.
But I'll say this about Inzaghi. He plays a similar formation to
But then
Conte,
take it back,
3-5-2. They like the 3-5-2.
Mm-hmm.
He can also he also likes to play 4-3-3 if he has the defenders for it. But like he's usually like 3-5-2, and a lot of players, man, came up under him. Man, Immobile went crazy.
Korea too.
Joaquin Correa,
Yeah.
baller.
Korea, yes. Also, this guy,
And then Luis Alberto was
Milinkovic-Savic,
and then my boy Milinkovic-Savic, man, he's a monster. He's
I
probably
watched
gonna go to Juve.
possibly watch most of the Italy matches, so I know most of like the way the man coaches them a lot. So
Yeah, like and it's a lot about triangulation through the middle, as opposed to Conte where he likes to play through the wing backs. So he likes to play through the midfield more. So I think guys like Brazzo, Barella, they'll still keep up their good form under him and stuff. So yeah, I think they'll be good. And honestly, Inzaghi needs to set the he needs to set himself the objective of winning the Scudetto. He needs to set himself that objective because Inter should be looking at going back to back. You still have Lukaku, you still have Lautaro. Come on, like you can't go back on that. So yeah, they should still have that hunger to do well in the league. But yeah, that's all I got on Inzaghi.
Simone Inzaghi. Chimere, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Simeone Inzaghi. What does he say for Inter Milan now going forward?
Man, I think Inter. They enjoyed their title, right? They enjoyed it, so back to the pack you go. That's what I think. I don't think he's as good as a manager as Conte. I think he did a good job at Lazio, but Conte to me is a whole nother level. And these players were designed. These players were fit for Conte's system. And I think them losing Hakimi, because I think Hakimi will leave to go to PSG. So I think that's going to be a huge loss because Hakimi he might be. Honestly, he's in contention of being the best right back or wing back, whatever you want to call it in the world right now. That's how good he's been. So
what's his stats for this season?
I don't know what to talk about, but I know that he was like as far as attacking, like offensive, he might have been the best fullback in Europe.
He scored so many goals.
He was easily the best. I think he had like 8 goals and 8 assists in like 29 games or something like that.
Yeah, so Inter losing him, that's a huge miss. That's like Barcelona losing Dani Alves. You know what I mean? Like that's a huge miss. Because Hakimi has that kind of potential to be like a generational right back kind of player. So I think Inter will finish about second or third. That's their level. But I think without Conte, I don't see them winning the league anymore. I think as bad as Juve are, I think Allegri coming back, I think pushes Juventus back to being the top team in Italy.
That's not bad. Fair enough. So Blue Eyes, give me your take, Simeone Inzaghi.
I don't really have much to say. I want to wish him all the best. But anyways, I'm just curious to find out if he's going to tweak any. I know Tosin was saying he plays. Did you say 3-5-2?
Yeah, plays 3-5-2 and sometimes a 4-3-3. I've seen him play that before.
Yeah. So and right now, Inter, I think they operate on 4-4-2. Is that right?
No, 3-5-2. That's what Antonio Conte
right now.
Plays. Yeah, that's what Antonio Conte play. Yeah, okay. Back three.
Yeah. So I guess it fits perfectly. And is he coming in with some designated players? Are some players going to lose a shirt? Because anytime there's a big switch like this, there's always a player change here or there. So I'm curious to know how this affects the balance of the winning side. That's all.
No worries. Sam, Simeone Inzaghi.
I've already said my piece.
Oh, okay. So let's move. I want to talk about something else now. According to a report we're hearing about, like this is the question I pose to everybody, most Chelsea fans. Lukaku is not coming, yes, but JD Sancho now. The report I'm hearing at the moment is Chelsea. I think Chelsea have already tabled an 80 million for Borussia Dortmund for JD Sancho. So a decision will be made in the next few days or few weeks about his future because he said he wants his future to be resolved before the Euro. He wants everything to be cleared of it. That he doesn't want to play in Europe about thinking about this club and this club. He doesn't want the transfer to affect his form going forward. So just already tabled a $80 million for Jadon Sancho, and they will decide on in Halland after making the Sancho deal official, after everything is cleared. They will make a decision about Halland in the coming month or coming weeks. So Sam, Jadon Sancho to Chelsea Football Club, your take on it?
Yeah, man, it's a good signing. You can't say no to Sancho because he's a quality player for sure. And the only thing I'll be curious about is if he's coming. Quite right, Giroud is going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So if Chelsea are not getting a striker,
Yeah, because
would
the
be
problem is we are screwed up in terms of getting a striker. So they want to try to get Sancho from Dortmund first and see if they can tempt Dortmund to sell Haaland. Because Chelsea already said they will table a 150 million for Haaland. They will table a money for him.
no. But the thing with Haaland, like I don't even want to like Haaland. I don't think that's happening. Like I think I
Mm-hmm.
doubt Chelsea will
Yeah,
get Haaland.
it's not gonna happen. But they say they will table a money for him. They will table a money to see what
Yeah,
Dortmund says.
yeah, but like Haaland, I don't know what's gonna happen with that guy. But for Sancho, yeah, it's a good signing.
And do you know
Maybe
the replacement I want to replace it with?
who?
Bukayo Saka.
Huh?
Yeah, they want to replace Sancho with Bukayo Saka.
Wait, Dortmund are
Yes.
going to buy Saka.
Yes, they say they will
That's
replace
not
him. Yeah,
happening, man.
I'm serious. Based on the report, they will replace him with Bukayo Saka.
No, I don't think Saka just signed a contract last year.
It
I don't
doesn't
think
matter.
they'll
It's
buy him.
money talk. Money talks, man. Money talks.
No, but
Money talk.
Dortmund don't have that money to talk. That's just the only
If
thing.
Chelsea give them 80 million, they can easily tempt Arsenal and give Arsenal 80 million and say
Okay,
one Saka.
that's true. You have a point there, though. You have a point there. But yeah, like Sancho is a quality player for sure. If he comes to the Premier, if he comes to Chelsea, it would be nice. And yeah, like the only thing I would say is I think a player would have to leave to accommodate him. And I know Giroud is leaving, but I think maybe a ZH. They might get starved of game time if they don't leave. But yeah, it would be a quality signing. And yeah, for the striker too, if Chelsea can't get a striker, I think it's time for them to just leave Tammy Abraham. Let him run out his
Based on the
contract.
report, they said they will either play Kai Havertz as a number 9 or bring on Amadou Buja from Vitesse and put him into the striking position. I'm just
Now, like how would Broja be going at like Broja? That boy needs another loan. He's a good player, but that guy needs like seriously, man. Broja needs another loan. Like is that who's gonna start? And you have a Tammy Abraham and you say you don't want like see at the end, man, if Kai have I think what would perfectly work, Giroud leaves, Tammy fight for a position in a way. Kai Havertz is not a natural nine. Should be
yeah.
able to at least push him a little bit. And you see what happens the next year with Haaland. But
Mm.
yeah, Sancho is a quality player for sure. I think he's going to United though, but if Chelsea get him, I'll be excited about that.
Yeah. Vuitton, Jadon Sancho to Chelsea Football Club. Apparently, an 80 million has been tabled already for Dortmund. They will make a decision in the next few weeks or months about him. Vuitton, you there? Oh, Tosin, Jadon Sancho to Chelsea.
Oh shit. Sancho.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sancho.
Based on the report, we've tabled 80 million for Dortmund already. We're just waiting for them to make a decision about him because they want to replace him with Bukayo Saka of Arsenal.
Dortmund can't replace anybody. With Bukayo Saka, they'll get it from Arsenal? No way.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Based on
Will
the
they
They have
pay him
to,
the
I
same
think.
wages?
They
They'll pay
have
him the
Real.
same wages that Arsenal are paying him? I don't know if they could do that. Maybe or maybe not. You never know. But still.
It depends.
Yeah, like I'll say this though. Like if they get Sancho, number one, Pulisic, you're finished, bro. You're finished. You know, like Dortmund came. This Sancho benched you at Dortmund. He gonna bench you again at Chelsea. Damn, son. Like he's finished.
Yeah, give us
But feel you, man. If Sancho comes again, man, that's a nightmare for him, honestly. But overall, I think if Sancho does go to Chelsea, Sancho has the quality to be probably one of the best, playmakers in the world. You know what I mean? Like he's very good, man. He just understands time and space. It's you either have it or you don't. Footballing IQ, you either have it or you don't. Sancho has that in abundance, so you can't hate on that. So Sancho, the way I look at Sancho is though that I see him going to Manchester United,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but if Chelsea really come up with the money
Mm-hmm.
for Sancho, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I can see Sancho playing. I can see Sancho playing in that system. But it would be what, three at the back, right? 3-4-3.
I'm not. It depends on what you want to play.
Yeah, Sancho. I feel like Sancho will really like develop if he starts playing more on the left
Mm-hmm.
now. Like, but that's
Oh,
the thing.
Mars
Mount
left
always
footed.
plays on the left too. So Tuchel will have to work something out because Mount. If you drop Mount deeper, he's not going to be as effective.
No, Mount can go deeper.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it might clash. It might clash, bro. But yeah, you never know. You never know.
Exactly. Chimere, Sancho to Chelsea.
I, the thing with Sancho Chelsea is I have the same issue as I had the last time I brought it up. Because like I said, Chelsea have a lot of young players who need to play to get better. Sancho's another young player, and that's taking away playing time from other guys who need to play. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like when you have a bunch of young guys that need to play consistently in order to improve.
Yeah.
That's the only way they can improve. You can't play a young player this game. Next game he's dropped. They're not going to improve like that. You know what I mean? You got to play. That's why Greenwood is improved because he's been playing consistently.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't playing, then you wouldn't see the improvement. You know, you got to play to whatever sport you're playing. You got to.
That's the reason. I think that's the reason United doesn't want to buy him, maybe because of Greenwood.
He needs to go to United. If I'm Sancho, even being a Chelsea fan, I'll tell him go to United, man.
Yeah, because he can even rotate with Rashford and them because Rashford's already getting close to who the player you think he is. You already know what kind of player he's gonna be at this point. We see evidence to know what kind of player Rashford will be. You know, so it's not like he needs to be playing. Rashford doesn't need to be playing week in week out like that every single game.
Did you see Rashford's interview where he said injuries that some players have had injuries since beginning, like halfway through the seasons, and they were still pushing.
Yeah,
And I
man,
feel sorry for that guy, man. I really feel sorry for him.
he shouldn't have to be playing like that. Even Bruno, you know, that's why I say Sancho should because Chelsea. My thing with Chelsea is you bought Havertz for 100 million, right? So whatever you sign now, you have to make sure whatever you get, we're gonna say how can we get the best production out of Havertz? Because that has to be your main guy now. Because he's the guy you invested in the most. He has to be the guy because you have to get him into what's due for your investment. Because I know he's scoring the Champions League final, but at the same time he has to be producing. He has to end up being a Chelsea legend. You know what I mean? Like if you bought him for 100 million, so you have to make sure you get the best out of him. You know. So Sancho, I don't think he needs Sancho, but I mean he's still a good player, so it can't hurt. You know, it can't hurt your team. He's still a good player at the end of the day. But I'm just saying, for those young guys who need to develop, I wouldn't get him.
Yeah. Like I think the club that like needs Sancho. When I look at the Premier League clubs, the club that like really that kind of needs him is Manchester United.
Yeah. But
Like,
the
they
problem
need
is,
him.
but the problem is
I don't see
United
the
doesn't want
need.
to pay the money because of Greenwood. They don't want to pay what Dortmund is wanted.
What do you mean because of Greenwood? Like
They
they
said
can't coexist.
No, because the way Greenwood has developed as a player, they don't want to pay the money
No,
for.
Abdullah, what I heard is that
Greenwood is a
United
center
are going.
forward. Eventually,
What I heard is that United are going like they're going to get Sancho. That's what I heard.
And then later they step back and they're not getting him
No,
anymore.
I mean this season. That's last season.
That's what I'm hearing also do this season too. I don't know what's going on with the United hierarchy and the board about Sancho. We don't know because
I read some reports regarding United. They don't want to spend too much.
Exactly. You see? So that's because Sancho said he wants his contract to be cleared off before the summer. Before the Euro.
What about Varane? Is Varane going to United?
I don't know because I've been hearing conflicting reports, man.
Yo, that could happen.
But honestly, Varane will be a good buy. It'd be a great buy for us.
Maguire, Varane.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Maguire and Varane, that's a good partnership. I mean, let's be honest. That's a good partnership.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, there are limitations on the ball. Don't play Wan-Bissaka there. I mean, you guys might be really bad on the ball.
Even United need competition for Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, we need a right back because Wan-Bissaka is not a good attacking right back. He's good defensively.
Yeah.
But you see against teams like Villarreal when they defend, it's hard. He's not a right back that you can overlap with. You know,
low block, and you could even. I don't want to blame him, but
those you might get Trippier. Trippier? Are you getting Trippier?
Yo, I heard we're going for Trippier because Atletico is trying to sell.
Perfect signing. He can even play left back too.
Yeah, that would be a great signing. Like Sancho, I think honestly, Man U is the best fit for him. Honestly, because he's gonna be. He knows for sure if he goes to Man, he'll be playing. Like
It's almost like the Werner situation when Liverpool wanted him and he chose Chelsea. That's what I feel with Sancho here is that at Liverpool, quite alright, he would play, but if he doesn't perform to a certain level, he would get dropped for sure.
hey
But
Sam, hey Sam, it worked out for Warner, right? He's a European champion.
exactly. So like with Sancho now, I'm not saying that he wouldn't play in Chelsea, but in United he's needed.
Yeah,
Like he's really needed.
yeah. Because if you
It's
had
not the same
Sancho,
thing.
Sancho's another guy because you see other than Bruno, like let's be honest, like Rashford's a good player, but he's not a creative player. You know what I mean? Like he's
He's
not a
more of a
guy.
goal scorer.
He's more of a wing, like he's more of an attacking, like cut inside kind of guy. Like Sancho's another creator that'll take pressure off of Bruno. Like, you know, somebody like that. That would help the team a lot, especially when teams park the bus. You know, that'd be a great
No, but
decision.
that's actually true though. United don't have a real like creative winger.
Yeah, because you see Pogba, you see that's why we moved Pogba to the wing because we didn't have any creativity, so we had to put
Chimere,
Pogba.
because based on the report said if Chelsea can go for a striker, they will buy Sancho to add more creativity to the team and make Kai Havertz the number 9.
But at the same time, though, you have to also depends on what Sancho wants because Sancho can say I don't want to. He can say I
Yeah.
don't want to go to. He can just say I don't want to go to Chelsea. I want to go.
Like
To
I know for a fact, Sancho, he probably wants that United move.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. No, it would be the best for me being a
It's
Chelsea
the
fan. If
best.
he came
Yeah.
to ask me, like I wouldn't tell him come to Chelsea. Like, nah, man, go to United.
Because Sancho will give them that technical security up front, bro. Like they don't have that with Rash. Rash would just be losing the ball, playing sideways.
Rashford's too
You know,
inconsistent.
yeah, like too inconsistent. Greenwood is still, he's
And
still
even
getting
Greenwood
better.
is
He
a
still
goal
has to
scorer.
improve.
Like he doesn't
And
have that
he's a
creative
goal scorer.
spike.
He's a center forward.
Yeah, none of them have a creative edge to them.
Exactly, because you saw
That's very true.
because you saw what Villarreal did. You saw how they played. They completely packed the middle. So they're just like Bruno and Pogba. You guys will not create anything. Just if they so they just let all of our attacks come from the wings, and nobody was creating anything from the wings. That's a weakness on our team, attacking from the wing. Other than Luke Shaw, who really creates from the wing for us.
And then they have a wing back. They have Aaron and Bissaka, who's not creative too. Like you guys actually.
Yeah,
No,
like
man.
it's a weakness. Scoring from the wing, like
I feel
attack from the
sorry
wing.
for Bruno and Pogba. They really carried you guys last season.
Yeah, man, like this team I tell you, this team has a lot of flaws. So Sancho, like, I hope Man U fans don't think just get Sancho. Oh yeah, we're back. Not like we need way more than Sancho. Like,
Wait, no. I mean, mostly Sancho will help you guys, man. You need to score. Honestly, look, you have problems in midfield and defense. That's true, but man, winning this league title, man, y'all just need to score more goals, man. Y'all need more goals, bro. It's just that simple.
Actually, that is a good point because we did lose a lot of games. We did draw a lot of cheap games this year, like games we could have won easily if we had another creative player like to break down the defense.
Yeah, losing to Sheffield too and shit like that was crazy.
That was a big loss.
Even West Brom, that 1-1 game.
Everton. The Everton one was big too.
But
So let me come to Sam on this. If you don't get a striker now, Sancho coming to Chelsea now, does he add more creativity to the team, or does he kind of change the way? Because I'm hearing that we're not play. Tuchel want to make Kai the number. He wants to improve him as a number 9 in terms of goal scoring. Now they are bringing Sancho is more to add more creativity to the team to make them look better.
I mean, yeah, Sancho, Mount Havertz, front three.
It looks good. I feel sorry for
decent.
Pulisic, though.
It's decent.
Sorry for Pulisic. So, Tosin, do you rate Hudson-Odoi? I actually don't know
that. Look, man, there was like one preseason he played in. I was like, yo, this kid looks special. He kind of reminded me of that Portuguese winger from back in the day that used to play for Atleti, Simão Sabrosa. Do you remember him? Like, just stop and start. Like, he used to wear number 11 for Portugal.
Oh, yeah, Simão. Yeah.
Simão, yeah. He played for, like, he kind of reminded me of him, bro. Like, just sneaky, speed, very deceptive, can play 1v1, very good, like, passing, distribution from the wing. Like, that was something Hudson-Odoi was really good at. But, I mean, I don't know. Ever since that Achilles injury, I don't know. I've just never been as excited watching him. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Same with me here, too. So I think that guy, I think he needs a loan or something. Maybe
because
if you watch the under 17s when it was Sancho, Cho, Foden, dude, They all looked incredible. Three of them were like the best.
because the
Cho was
Athletic,
seen as the best. Cho
but
Cho
the
was seen as
Athletic
better
said,
than
and the
Sancho.
Athletic said they will loan Cho how to get more experience and more playing
I
time.
think he needs to go to Germany
Yeah,
or
Germany,
He
that
should
they
have
will loan him.
he
or
should have
Ligue
gone
1.
when Bayern were twerking
Because
for him. He
Bayern said
should
they
have
want,
gone.
Bayern said they want, but Chelsea already have a stand. If Bayern wants, Bayern needs to pay 80 million for him.
No,
But
but
Bayern
Chelsea
are
will
refusing to
be
pay the
fine
money.
with
Bro,
Bayern. I don't think
but
it's that
what if Cho went to Bayern and he has scores like 15 goals in the league or something?
Yes, because it's
I
possible,
would
and if it
curse
does
the
that,
club.
it will force Bayern to buy Cho because Chelsea just want to loan him out. Now it will force Bayern to buy him that okay,
No,
let's
see,
pay this money for him.
Abdullah, I don't think Chelsea should ever sell Cho until
No,
he
they want to
renews
loan
his
him out,
contract.
loan.
No, no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they should even put a buy option for him. The guy is just 20
Mm-hmm.
for
But
his
see, that's
age.
the thing. He's on huge wages though, like over
Unfolding,
100,
Yeah, man, he's in
unfolding,
Ghana
unfolding
right
wages.
now enjoying
He's
his.
in,
140. See, like,
yeah,
see, no club is paying him that, bro.
Yeah,
Dead
and I'm happy
ass.
for that because I do feel that for the level he's playing at, he's good. He just needs consistent game time. I would
consistency. Yeah,
love for him to go to like Lille. And I don't know if he will start there, but I think Lille would be a good place for him to go play Champions League football if he's able to break through the team and actually play consistently. That would be because the guy
I
needs to
mean,
play
yeah,
more.
that's decent. That's a decent show.
He
yeah.
doesn't
I mean,
play enough.
yeah, I'm hearing that also that he's gonna get a 2-year loan to Dortmund for him to get more playing time.
Oh, Dortmund. Okay.
Yeah,
See, yeah. Oh,
Dortmund
you should.
is
Yeah.
good.
Go.
He just
Honestly,
needs more game time.
the best league for these guys is probably Bundesliga because they can eat for free. You know.
hmm
Exactly. Look at Kai Havertz. Look at what Kai Havertz did and got a move for 70 mil. Like that league,
Werner.
man,
Yeah.
Werner. Seriously.
hmm exactly. So getting Sancho for me, like I said, do we really Sancho? I don't think so because we have creative. But in terms of if we're gonna if not we are not gonna get a striker, then I wouldn't mind Sancho coming in. I would not mind it because it will add more creativity, more spark to that team, more goal scoring opportunity. Because see, we are based Timo Werner of getting chances. Sancho will score those chances. Timo Werner
No,
is
but
getting.
another thing with Timo Werner, a lot of people are thinking he's going to continue missing these chances. So next season might be a like different season for him.
That's true. Though.
Like
That's very true.
it might be a
That's very true.
lucky season. This is where I'll put it. Next
Mm-hmm.
season he might be more lucky because I do feel this season he's been a little bit unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
So if he can be lucky next season,
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea might not need
What you
that
said yes, what you said
out
is
goal
it day before
scorer.
yesterday? Asemenga said the same thing too. He said what Timo Werner is just about luck. That this Europa Championship now may be the best time for Timo Werner to show the world how good of a player he is. That
No man,
it's
that
been
guy
Yeah.
like it's been
Let's see him in the Euros. Let's see what he
no,
yeah.
does.
but even if you look at that Man City game, that guy's runs. I know he's a horrible finisher, but his runs, man, like the runs he makes and the
Man,
way he
don't
times
be
it.
hyping runs, G.
No,
In
no,
this,
no. You know why it's important? Because
man.
if you see the way he destroyed that defense, it's really important, especially to a system.
hmm
Because especially to that Tuchel system, those runs are actually what creates space. So
Bro,
like
you could get a guy from under the bridge. Tell him to make runs, bro. I'm telling you.
okay, if it's that easy, then maybe they should get someone else. But I actually feel like in this Chelsea team, no one has that ability. For
hmm
example, if you had an Mbappe, of course, Werner wouldn't play. But in the team, there's no one that has that speed, number one, and actually has that intelligence to
Okay,
make
let me ask
runs.
you now. If it comes in now, because Conte is the one putting on number 7, does he get number 7 just automatically or he has to wait for it?
He's never
What?
getting it, man.
No.
Why would he
Yeah,
get
like
Kante's
why would
number?
he?
Like
No. You're
seriously,
saying Sancho?
Yeah, if it comes,
go to
will they
United
give
to
Bro,
get
number
him.
seven jersey?
Even at United, he wouldn't get the number 7 jersey. But
Cavani wouldn't
Cavani
give it
has it.
to him.
Yeah.
Like
So
he'll settle for number 66 or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Like
damn.
maybe 30.
66. Why? That's
Number
so weird.
30.
That's
No,
harsh.
no. Or he could wear 17. He's wearing 17 with
Kovacic.
England.
Kovacic is
Kovacic
wearing
is wearing
17.
so
No,
he'll
but
wear
no, but
Oh, okay.
no, but seriously though,
Sheesh.
if you have Sancho, Bruno, Pogba, whoever the striker is, that's a lot of chances they're getting creative for them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
seriously.
That's what I'm
No, Abdullah,
saying.
let's talk
Bro,
about this
honestly,
United team
just
though,
get an
because
anchor. Get an anchor to play with Pogba in a 2, and
hmm
then just play Bruno, Sancho, Rashford, and one of Greenwood, Cavani, or Martial, and nobody wants to face that. Nobody wants to face that front six,
but
man.
this anchor that you said, who would you get?
Dude, I would even take Pjanic, bro. Anybody at this point, like
Mm.
The thing United, man, if United can get their signings right this summer, I think they're close. They're very close. Maybe
Yeah,
but the problem is,
even when
is that
City were going through their run, I was telling people, dude, City are not that much better than the rest of these Premier League
Oh, yeah,
teams, man. They're not. They're really not. Like all it just takes is one summer, and teams can catch up. That's all. But City, that's the thing though. City, they're smart enough to know that, so that's why they're looking at getting Grealish and Kane and all these guys. So it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be
who would you
interesting time.
take, Sancho or
guys, Fabrizio tweeted already. Tottenham are pushing to reach an agreement with Antonio Conte. He's tempted by Tottenham for job, but no final decision yet. Negotiations still ongoing with his agent about salary. New signing staff Spurs are not willing to allow him to bring more than 4 staff member.
They'll get Conte, but
See, I don't know. We'll see, man. Because Conte's the type of guy where it's like, it's done, and then Conte be like, I changed my mind. Like Conte's that type of
and
guy,
also I
bro.
feel he's that kind of guy that if you don't give him what he wants, he's not gonna compromise, especially for leaving Inter. I doubt he would leave Inter to go compromise with Tottenham.
He said he could. I remember in the second season of Chelsea, he said, Chelsea. He compared Chelsea to a welfare program. I was like, damn, because you weren't getting him the signings he wanted and stuff. I was like, damn, how could this guy is crazy, man. Like,
So Vilton, give me your take on Jadon Sancho.
I don't think Vilton is there, man.
Oh, he said let him know. He said let him know when it's his turn. That's what he said.
The guy is watching football. That's why. Vilton, are you there?
Tell him in the Discord.
Oh, it's in the Discord?
Yeah, I think right there. I think I got the message. I think on the Discord.
Oh. So to round out the stuff, I want to talk about Romelu Lukaku.
No, but before we talk about Romelu Lukaku, though, I want to ask Tosin about this.
Lukaku's staying.
This whole PSG stuff, though. Why is Pochettino leaving?
There's no clear evidence that he's leaving, but look, man, like English media came out with reports that he's been speaking with, Daniel Levy and stuff. And
Pochettino's not
PSG
leaving because I saw Fabrizio Romano tweet. He said the president is happy with Pochettino. It's all fake reports, so that's why I don't believe those fake report merchant, bro. I believe in real report merchant. If you're a fake report merchant, you just reporting fake news. Like you just
no, but there's truth to it, dude. It wasn't just English reports saying it. Like Gazzetta, an Italian source said it. La Repubblica, another Italian source talked about it.
Even
With
Fabrizio
PSG.
talked about it before. He talked about
A Spanish source talked about it. So yeah, man, like it's true because Pochettino, he's unhappy with how the PSG locker room is divided. He feels like there are clans and stuff in the locker room, and he feels like the whole structure in PSG is fucked. Like, and he can't do his job well. That's literally what he feels like. So like imagine you go to a club and it's like Neymar and Paredes and and Marquinhos, they're just chilling and they're not, and then there's another clique where it's Mbappe and Kempembe and these other guys. Like it's just like cliquey, you know what I mean? Like too many cliques, too many I guess like decisions that happen with management regarding how Leonardo decides to run the ship or Nasser, even Nasser Al-Khelaifi. So it's just a bunch of things. But then again, I just look at it like Poch. Like before Poch took the job, he consulted with Emery. So you knew what you were in for, dude. Like, and after he lost, and this is the thing with Poch, man. The guy lost to Lorient. He lost to Nantes. These are teams that were fighting for relegation in Ligue 1. We lost to them. Like, and every time after he lost, he would always say, give me a full season and shit. It's like, dude, you can't lose to these teams at the end of the day. Like, you just can't. Like, you just can't. And that's the thing with Poch, man. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel the guy's a loser, man. No disrespect. That's the easiest way I can put it. I just feel there's some loser DNA in there, dude, that we can't get away. He can't rid himself from, bro. And for the future, like I just really feel like if Zidane is available, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity. If that trend is not going to pass by again, if you can actually get Zidane, please, 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 just sack Poch, please, if you can get Zidane. That's just my opinion on it. And the fact that he's flirting with other clubs while under contract, like that's a slap in the face. It's a slap in the face, man. Like he's got to go, man. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, Vilton.
Sancho.
Sancho. Vilton, you back? You're moving like an hair, moving around up and down. Come back. So Sammy, what did you say something?
Yeah. I think I agree with Tosin, man. That's Zidane. Like seriously, the moment I heard Zidane was free, I might go to PSG. What just came to mind was like, this is good. Like I think it's a good match, and just for his history and the fact that I think this kind of players he would take he could actually maybe make PSG get
Bro,
that
they would all
Champions
listen to him. Zidane,
Yes,
Neymar, Mbappe, all
Maria.
of them, they would just listen to him.
Exactly. I think PSG, they should really think about it. They should really like. Sometimes you have to make this kind of decisions to actually take you to that next level.
Next level, yeah.
Because Poch hasn't
Yeah.
done anything to prove that, oh, they should stick with him.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I want to round up the topic with Romelu Lukaku because everybody already tweeted he's staying.
But he's staying though.
He's staying. So what your Lakers striker do Chelsea get now, Sam?
Man, Chelsea. You love Chelsea, you know.
Listen, it was good. I want the striker. I can't alleviate Timo Werner missing chances a lot. That kills me.
Bro, but it's gonna be, dude. Trust in Kai. That's his job.
I trust in Kai.
Dude, Kai is gonna be that guy, man.
He's already a Chelsea legend, man. So like, nah, man. Just
No, but honestly though, I think you will need a striker though, definitely.
But the striker to get that will be better than Kai Havertz. That's the thing. It's not about just
Holland, right? Holland, like because Simon Johnston on the Athletic reported that Chelsea will be willing to spend 150 million euros
on
Erling Haaland, which is double his release clause. That's literally double
his
release clause is worth.
Yeah,
so,
the report said Dortmund will make a decision by next month about Haaland with the money. That's why I'm going. Chelsea will table that money out for him. And
honestly, I think Dortmund can afford to sell this time. Like if they didn't make Champions League, I think they would have still wanted to keep him. But like now that they're in Champions League with the Champions League revenue, and they can get even more money, and they have an extensive scouting network to know who's the next big thing. I mean, if you're Dortmund, and a team is offering 150,
you can't lose Jadon Sancho and Haaland in the same season. No, you can't do that.
But this is the truth. This is what I heard about Haaland on the low. 2022, in January of 2021, his father, Alfie Haaland, and Raiola, they were in Spain. They went to the Madrid ground. They went to the Barca ground.
They haven't come back to England yet. They're still waiting to come to England.
And they said, and there were reports saying that Haaland and Real Madrid already have they made a gentleman's agreement from January for 2022, like gentleman's agreement. So Haaland expects to be in Madrid. You never know, man. You never know.
I think that's the best actual signing. If I was Haaland, I would probably go to. Well, the thing is Madrid. It depends on what they do with their midfield, though. But if I was Haaland, the team I would probably go to, maybe even is PSG.
But see, this is the thing with Haaland. If you're Haaland, he's so weird, man. Like this guy literally be in his car and he plays the Champions League anthem. Like that's why he's so good at Champions League. He just morphs into a fucking monster, dude. Every time Champions League is around the corner.
Fair enough. We just have to wait to see how this Haaland stuff pans out. We just have to wait and see.
Nah, but man, imagine the front three of Mbappe, Haaland, and Neymar. I think that would
that would be unstoppable.
That would win.
That's the thing. I think they're waiting for Benzema. Because like if you're Haaland, I don't think Haaland can play with Benzema necessarily. Maybe he could in like a two, Man, striker, but Holland, I think he's like a lone striker. Like he can hold down the fort by himself, right?
Yeah.
That's why everyone wants him because he's the next great number 9, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I can see Holland if he leaves. I feel like from a money standpoint, in terms of wages, I feel Chelsea will give him what he wants. But in terms of like overall branding and everything, I think Real Madrid is what he'll want too. So yeah, that's how I look at it, man. That's how I look at it. And Chelsea have a chance, man. All Abramovich has to do is hit up his father, hit up Raiola. Let's have a discussion. So
Yeah, because based on the report, the Americans already they're already discussing with his father and Riola already about getting Haaland. And they say Riola and then his father has tempted about what Chelsea already offering Haaland. So I could see a deal happening. But
wow, so dude, you guys will break out the bank, dude.
Yeah, just
like, it'll be a $500 million investment.
Yes.
No, but
just getting Haaland.
Do you want to sign Haaland though? Because
just want to sign Haaland.
I'm saying, bro,
I
you're
don't
gonna
want
spend.
them to. I really don't want them to.
Well,
I feel it's better they spread it out in the squad.
Abdullah, let's be honest though. Let's be honest. Other than on your midfield, you trust to make a killer pass?
Nobody.
Like who do you trust? Like
I don't trust anybody.
Like for a fact. Like let's say for example like a Bruno or KDB.
Oh, I trust Kai Havertz. If we play more as a number 10, I could trust him to make that
like
pass.
somebody for a fact.
Nah, he's not that type of player.
This
bro.
is a myth. This is a myth that Kai Havertz is a playmaker. I don't believe that.
Kai Havertz is like
he's a goal scorer, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He's a goal scoring midfielder.
That thing is a myth that he makes killer passes. I think
maybe
that German Zidane stuff.
Exactly.
But Messi can do it, but Messi is not consistent enough to do it. That's my problem.
Why don't you guys?
What? Messi has a consistent killer pass. What are you talking about?
Why don't you guys?
Kai Havertz don't even have a consistent. When it comes to passing, in his Chelsea career so far, he hasn't done anything when it comes to passing.
But I think you guys can go for Jack Grealish. I know he's not the shiny toy like Sancho or Halland, but get Jack Grealish, then maybe get a striker because that's all your creativity and assault, and then you get a striker. That's all your creativity.
I think who's Chelsea's most creative player in terms of finding a killer pass? It's Mason Mount, literally.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
It's Mason Mount. So, I mean, if you expect Mount to keep getting better, I mean, but
they need more. They need more.
Yeah.
You know the thing with Mount, even I feel this is gonna happen next season. They're going to start doubling up on him, and you will need someone to actually take that responsibility again, because a lot of people do that with Bruno. It's just man mark with Bruno now. You can see it's a little bit getting less efficient.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my take, though. We'll see how the stuff pans out. So, guys, I'm gonna be doing watch along for the Copa America and the Euro also too. So we're gonna be talking about most of the transfers. So that's the coming transfer that's coming. We're gonna be discussing and talking about the meeting.
Are you doing another one tomorrow?
Yeah.
Don't forget, Argentina play tomorrow. I mean, they play today. Actually, they play today.
Against Bolivia, right?
Bolivia.
Chile.
Chile.
That's my place, man.
Yes.
Straight up. Argentina have to win this Copa America.
Yeah. So guys, I also thank YouTube for monetizing my channel. Thank you, YouTube, for doing that for me.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for doing that. I appreciate everybody. So guys, we speak tomorrow, guys. Peace, everybody. Guys, make sure you guys subscribe, guys. Subscribe and support your guy. Support also, guys. Let's move support. Peace, everybody. Peace.
Peace,
man.